And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to J. Louis Bogus Stadium. Today we announce your Harlingen Varsity Cheer Squad. Freshman first year varsity, Zendaya Cerrato. Sophomore second year varsity, Alexandra Reyes. Sophomore second year varsity, Mallory Gill. Sophomore second year varsity and UCA All-American, Mia Yanez. Junior first year varsity, Liliana Martinez. Junior first year varsity, Mackenzie Saldana. Junior first year varsity, Natalia Morales. Junior second year varsity, Jordan Perez. Junior second year varsity, UCA All-American, Academic All-American, Leah Sanchez. Senior second year varsity, UCA All-American and UCA Staff Invite, Haley Rosales. Senior second year varsity, UCA All-American and UCA Staff Invite, Caroline Hernandez. Senior third year varsity, UCA All-American, Academic All-American, UCA Staff Invite, UCA Pitted Forward recipient, and your 2025-2026 co-captain, Kirsten Garcia. Senior third year varsity, UCA All-American, Academic All-American, UCA Staff Invite, UCA Pitted Forward recipient, and your 2025-2026 captain, Elena Farias.
Ready? We are the Cardinals, and we say hello. H-E-L-L-O, hello. The Cardinals say hello.
Everybody yell 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for the Cardinals. Stand up and holler.
Straight bars. Not straight bars, though.
Ref mic. Test. 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 Test.
Shut up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to J. Lewis Bogus Stadium for tonight's game against the La Joya Coyotes and the Harlingen High School Cardinals. On behalf of the HHS student body, I am Teresa Salinas, the president of the Harlingen High School Student Council, and it is my pleasure to welcome the Coyotes to tonight's game. Tonight's game highlights the many hours of hard work and discipline of the students, coaches, and sponsors. However, these efforts would not be possible without the dedication and support of the administration, the faculty and staff, and most importantly, the fans in the stands. We know that no matter what happens tonight, we will always be proud of our boys. Tonight, we pause to honor the brave men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces. Your courage, sacrifice, and unwavering dedication to protecting our freedoms inspires us all. From our school community to each of you, thank you for your service, your strength, and your commitment to our country. Now let's enjoy a safe and exciting game filled with good sportsmanship, teamwork, and school spirit. And remember, Cardinal spirit never dies. Go Cardinals!
Stop. It's okay. I'm tucking it out. 6:43. Well, you know what else is a nice option? You're singing the lyrics wrong too.
Hey, what color is the banana?
Why'd you wipe your face?
I think as a kid. I don't know, like,
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention to the middle of the field? The Rio Grande Chapter Tasso football officials tonight are Side Judge Edgar Gonzalez, Field Judge Brian Duran, our back judge Cesar Arenas, Line Judge Jose Hinojosa, Head Linesman Vicente Reina, Umpire Michael Ochoa, and our referee Juan Rodriguez. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention to the middle of the field for tonight's coin toss? Captains for the Coyotes are number 2, Mauricio Mendoza. Number 5, Owen Benoit. Number 8, Manny Nunez. Number 32, Ismael Nico Garza. And number 60, Guadalupe Salgado. Your captains for the Harlingen Cardinals are number 1, Hassan Woolery. Number 7, Davian Renteria. Number 22, Noah Huerta. Number 42, Gerardo Sanchez. And number 68, Gabriel Gonzalez.
probably live to their... All of Harlingen just spoken to the mic. What is it? What did you do?
I can't. Why are you
He stepped on my toe. Hi.
La Joya has won the toss and has deferred to the second half. Harlingen will be receiving on the south side.
Look down, you damn good.
Why am I so like out?
shake the pants with a chance. Come on and dance, guys. Grab a girl, don't wait, make a twirl. It's your world and I'm just a squirrel. Trying to get a nut to move your butt to the dance floor. So yo, what's up? Hands in the air. Come on, say yeah. Everybody over here, everybody over there. The crowd is live and I was through this food. Party people in the house. Move.
Ladies and gentlemen, the school alma mater songs show a sense of pride. The songs are carried from present, past, and future alumni. Now we ask you to please rise for the playing of these honored school songs.
No, it's all there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Harlingen High School alma mater will be conducted by your Big Red Cardinal Band. Yeah!
There's a feeling good and true, and it's from our hearts to you, as we give our toast to thee. May you ever happy be, and no far from here we roam. We will always call you home. It's the place we love the best. Dear old HHS! Woo!
La Joya.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please remain standing for the presentation of colors.
Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, welcome to Harlingen High School's JRTC presentation of the colors. I am Cadet Private First Class Isabella Esquivel from Harlingen High School. Please draw your attention to the center of the field, where the national colors will be presented by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Haley Reese and her female color guard members, Cadet Lieutenant Elia Castillo, Cadet Lieutenant Alexia Whalen, and Cadet Captain Maite Hernandez. The stadium flag will be raised by our Harlingen female cadets, led by Cadet Captain Giselle Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight let us remember our family, citizens, and our former classmates whom duty is called. Remember their sacrifice, dedication, and love of this country. The award-winning Harlingen High School Varsity Chorale will be performing the national anthem under the direction of Ginger Wheelock, Emily Seldivar, and Ruben Reyes. Please rise and remain silent until the choir has finished singing. To our dear military veterans, on behalf of both high schools, Happy Veterans Day. Good luck to both teams, and go Cardinals!
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red crowns bursting in air gave proof through the night.
Good evening and welcome to J. Lewis Bogus Stadium in Harlingen, Texas. Jim Young, Joe Martinez, it's the playoffs. This is what we've been looking forward to all year. This is what many people, and I mean many people did not believe would happen. A lot of people, we'll leave it at that. Many people didn't think we would make the playoffs after starting the year the way we did in non-district play, emphasis on non-district. People didn't think we were going to host a playoff game. I think people maybe lack a little bit of imagination, assume that the same thing would happen this year that happened last year, but this is not last year's team. We saw what this team could do offensively in the scrimmage. The playbook, and we've talked about this all year, was closed up for non-district, but if you thought this team was the team you saw through most of non-district play, you've not been paying attention. And now, hopefully, you are, and you see that this Cardinals team is another among 16 stellar Cardinal teams under the leadership of Manny Gomez. I want to talk about the playoff history under Manny Gomez, but Joe Martinez is here with me. And Joe, how you feeling? What do you see? What do you expect in this bi-district playoff game against the La Joya Coyotes?
Well, I think, right now for Harlingen, for sure, I think they got to go back to the same game plan that they'd used last week against San Benito. I mean, they ran the ball well. They passed, Tom Woolery was showing the guns. He was throwing downfield, which you really hadn't seen since the preseason that you mentioned, Jim. So they stretched the field very well. They moved the field. They were able to use his legs, but more importantly, they were able to use his arms and some of the things that we hadn't seen other than, a lot of a lot of receiver screens. So I think, doing that, the defense has been playing extremely well, Jim. Like you said it earlier, you hit it on the head there. This is not the same team that we saw. In district play, they came out in 3-1, only lost to those Fresnos. They've played much better. They've improved every week. Practice makes perfect, and things have gotten better. Now, La Joya, for them thing to do right now, if they have a great running game, and then I think their key to success is going to continue to round and pound the ball there, Jim. But Harlingen right now, they're playing at another level. They're not playing at the same level as the first 4 or 5 games. They're playing at a different level. The defense is starting to glue together. The offense is starting to gel, Jim. And I love what we're seeing, and they peaking right at the best time, right at the right time at the moment here.
That's right. Hassan Woolery, a true dual threat quarterback. He has 1,797 all-purpose yards, at least according to the statistics that have been reported to Max Prep so far. He is 203 yards short of 2,000 all-purpose yards. But I expect to see a milestone reached before Woolery hits 2,000, as the kickoff is away, fumbled, picked up, being returned, past the 35, up to the 40-yard line. Cardinals will get good field position.
And we got a flag already.
And already a flag. But, Noah Huerta has 995 rushing yards on the season. 5 more yards to get to 1,000 yards on the season, to go with 13 rushing touchdowns. Hopefully, we can improve on that mark. That's a hold. It's coming back. Cardinals will get the ball at the 28.5-yard line. We have played La Joya before in the playoffs. In recent history, we're 1-1 against the Coyotes, losing to them in the area round in 2004, beating them in the area round in 2005, before eventually losing to state runner-up Conference Judson. Woolery, the pitch to Huerta, who's got that first down, out to the 44-yard line, a gain of 15 to start the game.
And a nice sweep around the left-hand side. It was kind of an options run. And Jim, to answer the question, well, I said it earlier, I think in his first carry he was going to go over the 1,000 mark, and he did, getting 15 yards, running left. Nice little option sweep from Woolery to Huerta, picking up 15 yards. Cardinals moving the ball, starting what they did last week, pounding that run.
And congratulations to Noah Huerta, just like that first play. He's got over 1,000 yards on the season. Woolery passing. He's got Max Hernandez. Max Hernandez is gone. Touchdown Cardinals. 56 yards.
And just like that, a quick slant route to Hernandez. And you know, it was just a perfect. Woolery saw him when he took a two-step drop, Jim. He saw him. He came back. He was waiting to make the cut on the slant and hit a laser right to him. And then the Jets turned on, and there was nobody who was going to come close to catching him. I saw the speed on there, but good play both by Woolery and boy, that was you couldn't ask for a better throw than that.
And that brings the total that Hassan needs for 2,000 all-purpose yards to 153. We'll try to keep track of that. Just like that. The extra point isn't
no good.
Pretty. It's also no good. So it's been a little hit and miss, no pun intended.
Yeah.
With the kicking game this year. That's okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, a two-play 61.5-yard drive or 66.5-yard drive. 71.5-yard drive. See, here I go trying to math again,
That's
Joe.
All right. That's what you got Joe here for, the living legend.
If that drive is indicative, hopefully that next extra point won't. Hey, this is the playoffs. We're raring to go.
We're ready.
I was going to say we're in mid-season form. We're not. We're in playoff form.
We're in playoff form, but I love the play. You know, first time they played, they run 15 yards, and then they just, boom, hit that slant, and it was perfectly thrown. I think, Jim, we've seen Woolery kind of, I don't want to say growing up, but growing up in a way towards the end of the season. I mean, he's showing off his arm, and that was a laser between two defenders. He hit it right in the middle. You couldn't throw a more perfect ball than that, and look at the result. And in two plays, one pass, one rush, and the Cardinals are up 6-0. Of course, the extra point didn't happen, but
well, and also Maddox was where he needed to be.
He was.
The kickoff is bouncing inside the 10. Let it go out of bounds.
It's going to go out of bounds. So how could that be a flag if he tried to? Well, I can't say anything anymore. But you're right, Jim, and Maddox. I mean, when he caught that ball, he just hit the Jets and boom.
They did let it go out of bounds.
But it looked like he kind of touched it before, but that I couldn't see. But anyway, they're going to get the ball at the 25-yard line. But Maddox really just, I just saw the Jets turn on towards the end of that play. Man, he left everybody. He was just 2 yards away. By the time he got to the end zone, he was 5 to 7 yards behind the last guy. I mean, you just saw the Jets turn on that one.
Joe, I'm so excited. I forgot that we were the ones kicking off as I'm exhorting La Joya to let it go out of bounds. Of course, that was our Harlingen kickoff. So I'm going to figure out who's playing who here in a minute. So it's Owen Benoit, the handoff to Mendoza. Mauricio Mendoza, 2,000 yards rushing on the season. A gain of 4 on first down. Owen Benoit, the junior quarterback. He's got a brother on the team, Stuart Benoit, a freshman receiver. You're going to see quite a bit of Owen. You're going to see a whole lot of Mauricio Mendoza. They're not quite as one-dimensional as those Fresno or Brownsville vets. Benoit back to pass. He's got a man. It is Mendoza for a first down.
Yeah, they ran a quick little curl route on that side. Kind of got the yards and then some, and getting it to about the 43-yard line. Good catch and run by Mauricio Mendoza, number 2 for the La Joya Coyotes. So La Joya also looking a little versatile pass, and now run in the first play, take a pass in the second play, and moving the ball. But I think, like I said, Jim, Harlingen's defense will tighten up here as they're doing shifts right now. Cause they got to go off the false start.
Absolutely. And, whether that was confusion on the offensive line, maybe,
I think
but
so.
Also the Harlingen defense, which was the unit of the game last week for Battle of the Arroyo, in my humble opinion. Not that anybody wants my opinion, but they were pointing, yelling, shifting, moving, and I think create a little bit of nervousness and confusion on the La Joya offensive line. So that's going to erase.
That's going to be a first. Well,
already first down.
Yeah, it was first down.
To first and 15 now.
But it does create a lot of confusion because it makes your offensive lineman. You got this guy. No, you get him. And that's what you do here.
Benoit fakes the handoff to Mendoza and gets taken down after a gain of only 1, second down.
Yeah, he took a sneak. He tried to get Mendoza on the right-hand side, but Benoit ended up trying to fake around the outside, taking it down the middle, like you said. 1 yard gain for Benoit there, and definitely needed that. They were hoping to get a little bit more off of that, try to get most of those yards back that they lost on the false start, Jim.
5-5 on the season are the Coyotes. They were 4th in their district, 31-6A. Benoit back to pass. He's looking, and he throws it to nobody. About equidistant between two receivers, but not within 5 yards of either.
No, and that was intended for number 88 for the Coyotes, and a little overthrown, like you said. That was a Liao, the receiver, trying to make something happen on that one, but I couldn't see. I think it was Vendrano. I think it was Bubba that was just really all over him. So he had, even if he would have caught that, he was going to get probably much knocked down right away on that one.
Okay, 3rd down and 14 now from their own 40-yard line. Benoit on the shotgun. He's looking to pass. He's going to tuck it and run. He's just past the 40 before he gets hammered by Esteban Esquivel. Gosh, excuse me. And I knew the name, and I should have, because it was Esteban Esquivel who recorded the play of the game, in my estimation, last week on a 4th and 4 play for San Benito early in the 4th quarter. He had patience, he stayed with his assignment, and then hammered the ball carrier, the quarterback, for a loss and a turnover on downs, and that pretty much scuttled any effort, although it was early in the 4th quarter, prevented. Whoa, that was almost blocked. That ball
very
is
close.
Way out of bounds, caught by Dayton Morelos 5 yards out of bounds, so we'll see where they mark it.
I think it's going to go somewhere around the 37-38 yard line, maybe further. I was close. I was trying to pay attention to the shadow, and that's how the referees kind of do this when the ball's kind of getting kicked out of
angle. I think you're just a gambler. I think you just like to make your predictions and see where it lands.
Well, that too, but they do look at the shadow, and they kind of go by what the shadow goes. That's why he's looking downward instead of looking at the ball, but they go by the shadow. But nevertheless, Harlingen getting the ball back here on offense and see what they can do, Jim.
The pitch to Huerta. He's got the right edge. He's going to get a first down and more. He's inside the 40-yard line. He's down to the 30 before he gets run out of bounds. A 31-yard or so run for Nathan Huerta. So he has left the 1,000-yard rushing mark in the dust.
And that was the same play that they ran earlier when he picked up his 15. When they ran it on the left-hand side, it was kind of a sweep option. This time they went it out on the right-hand side, saw the opening, and made a lot of noise out there. Like I said, 30-plus yards on that one, Jim, and Huerta already with almost 2 rushes is almost there at 50-yard mark. Very close.
Call it 30 yards with the mark at the 31. Hassan Willery's going long. He had a couple men open. He had Eric Castillo down there. No, that was Dayton Morelos.
That was Morelos, yeah, and that was it was Castillo and Morelos. They were run down there, and just a little slightly overthrown.
Oh, Cervantes.
Yeah, and just a little overthrown on that one.
Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was
trouble with the numbers.
That was number 13, Aiden Flores on that one.
Aiden Flores, the intended receiver there.
But I like the call. I like to take the shot downfield right now, get it early, open the field a little bit, and stretch it out a little bit.
2nd and 10, a strange little play there. Morelos on the end around. He's still spinning. He is down to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and that one, Morelos.
Excuse me, Maddox Hernandez.
Yeah, I mean, Hernandez there, number 11, running around. That could have been a little, almost looked like it could have been disrupted by the La Joya defense. It looked like it could have been a no gain, maybe a couple of yards lost, but able to get some, created some holes on there and make it a manageable 3rd down. It's about 3rd and 6 to go here. Cardinals are moving.
An empty backfield, 5 wide set now. And the pass complete to Cervantes, who's got it past the 20-yard line. Looks like that should be good for a first down, and it is.
Yeah, that was a quick little slant route real quick. A curl route right there by Cervantes. And good job by the, I couldn't tell what number it was. I think that was Mirales, number 0, that put the block that created him to get the first down, because without that block by Mirales, that doesn't go anywhere on that one. So good job on Mirales there, number 0, putting in that block on that cornerback.
Hassan out to pass. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Plenty of room. He's got the first down. He's inside the 5 and dancing, but he's going to get pushed out of bounds at about the 2 or 3 yard line. 1st and goal for the Cardinals.
And that was a good move. He created the run. The cornerback was, he didn't know if he wanted to, charge in or go out, because you charge in, you throw the ball. So it's very confusing for the cornerback to do that. But Hassan running on the right-hand side, using the speed, and then saw the opening there and able to get a 1st and goal at the 5 yard line with 7:34 score. The Cardinals are moving again here in the first quarter and looking pretty good right now, Jim, against the Coyote defense right now.
I formation set now.
There's that jumbo.
Gerardo Sanchez blocking for Huerta, who's going to bounce at the goal line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, your Harlingen Cardinals are up 12-0. Huerta, they're using that double jumbo package, which we saw a lot last week against San Benito.
I was going to say, they used that to great effect last week in Bodo.
That's usually one of their short yardages, and they use a lot of Coyotes last, talking about the Coyotes here, but the Wildcat. Yeah, it was an animal. So they use a lot of Wildcat, and this time they use that jumbo packages to be able to get those 5 yards for Huerta to come in and give the Harlingen Cardinals 12-0, pending the extra point. Now they're coming out with a kind of different their formation. I think they're going for 2.
Well, they're going to try to make up for that missed extra point, and Woolery's going to toss it into the end zone. That conversion is going to be good to Dayton Morellis, and that gets back the extra point missed to bring the score to 14-0.
14-0 Harlingen. That was kind of, they put their linemen all the way to the left-hand side, created that opening right there, and Morales runs a crow route all the way across. So I guess the play was, if Woolery's like, if you see the opening, take it. If you're not, you're going to see Morales come right at you, and he dumped it right to him and able to get the extra 2 points for the Harlingen Cardinals right now, leading the La Joya Coyotes 14-0 with 7:27 left to play in the first quarter.
And you know, Joe, I don't want to look past the Coyotes. I don't want to look past whoever we play next week should we win today, which would be either Canyon or Medina Valley. I don't want to look past this season. But you're seeing now the sophomore, don't forget, folks, the sophomore, Hassan Woolery, command this offense and be trusted with decision-making in mid-play and making good decisions, making good throws. It portends some really exciting stuff for his junior and senior year. I mean, how lucky are we to have this kid?
Yeah, well, I mean, we still got, watching him next week. Hopefully, we, like I said, not putting anything past La Joya here. But also, we have 2 more years to see this kid as a junior and a senior. And we've really seen a lot of development on this particular year. Started off a little rocky, but then again, like I said, he's a sophomore, but got his confidence. And I think he felt more confidence with his legs, though, because, he's coming off an ACL tear and, still coming back in full form at the beginning of the season. And you could tell he wasn't comfortable yet, Jim, but he's starting to find his groove right now and right at the right time.
Mendoza with the handoff, a gain of, he's pushing forward, but they're going to mark him down after a gain of 4. I mentioned we've played La Joya twice, but before the Manny Gomez era. Manny Gomez is 15-13 in the playoffs. The Cardinals have now made the playoffs in 14 of his 16 years. And in 10 of 15 years up to last year, the Cardinals have won at least 1 playoff game. So this is a playoff tradition. Benoit drops the snap. Now he's in trouble. Now he's going down. Esteban Esquivel in on the tackle, but it's Davin Halverson who brings down Benoit primarily to erase the games on first down.
And that started just by that bad snap. And then Esquivel saw it come in, and yet he had a pressure from the left-hand side and able to get that down. But, yeah, it all starts sometimes. I've said it before a lot of times with, high snap, bad snap, or whatever, low snap. It throws the whole rhythm. It throws off the whole play because everything's done in timing. And at that time, it paid off for the Harlingen defense.
And they're actually going to give forward progress to the original line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 6 now from the 39-yard line of the Coyotes. Benoit back to pass. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got the first down and is going to get stopped right there.
Yeah, this time Benoit saw the big opening on there and decided to kind of do a backdrop draw and went backdrop and then went straight in and managed to get the first down and then some. Getting the ball, probably their best drive so far with 5:50 play in the first quarter. But the Coyotes trying to get something going, not to let this game get out of hand right now, and then seeing if Benoit can get something going along with Mendoza, their hardcore running back.
Ty Palmer on the stop. Benoit, the handoff to Mendoza, who takes it right up the middle, gets a gain of 5. Taken down there by Jay Garza.
Yeah, Jay Garza got to stop on there. They made a good impression on there. But, so far they've gotten Mauricio Mendoza. I mean, he's a 2,000-yard runner. So on the season, he's gotten to over 2,000, right at 2,000 yards, I think it was. But nevertheless, though, the Harlingen defense, as of now, they've contained them pretty well, and trying to contain Benoit. So, they got their hands full a little bit here, but doing a good job, the Cardinal defense is.
2nd and 6. The pass out right, and it is caught but blown up by Bubba Medrano.
That was Medrano. Saw that one right away. That was going to bring Dak about a 4, maybe a 5-yard loss. That was a screen delay. That was a wide receiver screen pass. Medrano coming in from the strong safety side, and boom. That's why I said boom right before it happened, ladies and gentlemen. He just saw that, got it back down to the middle line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring back now a 3rd and 10. Good job on Medrano to knocking him back about 4 or 5 yards.
And that was an open field tackle from Bubba. And those are the kind of plays that will disrupt a drive. Talk about taking you off schedule. That was Dante Bettis, the leading receiver for the Coyotes, with that catch before being dropped by Medrano. And now there's a timeout from La Joya. They're going to have to talk about it. They've got a 3rd and 10. And so the Cardinals defense doing to La Joya really what they did to San Benito.
Yeah. I mean, starting off 14-0, Jim, and I think they needed to get this timeout right now. I mean, they were hoping to get positive yards, maybe get a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. But Medrano disrupted that whole play. Now they got a 3rd and 10. Now they got to discuss this because they've got to try to get the first down. They don't want to punt. They don't want to pin Harlingen deep right now. They see if we turn the ball over, our defense has not stopped their offense. So coach is thinking right now is we've got to do something to get the first down and continue this drive and put some points on the board because, it's only the first quarter. Yes, I know, and people are probably saying, but it can get out of hand very quickly.
Folks, don't forget the Harlingen South Hawks also in the playoffs this year. They play tomorrow night at McAllen Memorial. Ramsey's starting to feel himself a little bit up here. That's okay. He does a great job. He deserves a little bit of screen time. No problem there. 3rd and 10. Of course, he's better looking than me and Joe, too.
Hey, speak for yourself, Jim.
Pass caught, but no, he's going to stay on his feet and dig for the first down. That's Alvaro Torres to move the chains with pure grit and determination for La Joya.
That was a pure grit and determination. You're absolutely right. I mean, they made contact at the 7-yard mark, and he got the last 3-4 yards on his own, and that was a heck of a job on his part by getting the first down and continuing the drive right now. La Joya making the right play to keep this drive alive with 4:08 left to play in the first quarter. Now we got a flag here, and it looks like we're going to get a false start.
I'll take it. That'll bring the Coyotes back to the Harlingen 45-yard line.
Yeah, they were trying to show blitz, and again, what they were confusing, and I couldn't see the number of Harlingen, but he snuck in real quick, made the La Joya Coyote lineman jump, and it's been working twice already. Keep doing it, man. That's all I can say, because that one right there, they're showing different stunts, they're showing different blitz packages, and honestly, it's confusing the La Joya Coyote offensive line.
Well, and I think that's been worth 10 yards worth of penalty yardage already. Mendoza with the handoff around the left side, he's going nowhere. He's going to be only up to the original line of scrimmage before being brought down.
Yeah, that's why he tried to make a sweep on the left-hand side. He's tried the middle, he's tried the left, he's tried the right. And right now, like I said, Harlingen's defense is keen in on him. And really, I mean, this guy, like I said earlier, he's a 2,000-yard rusher. And right now, Harlingen's containing him very well. And they're not letting him get around the edges. I saw some of the things I read some of the things on him. He loves that edge around the right and left-hand side, Jim. And this time he's not able to do anything on the either side.
They're a running team. If you can contain Mendoza, you're going to have a good time. Halverson gets into the backfield. Benoit just does spin away from him, but that creates an opportunity for Davian Renteria. And so the Halverson-Renteria duo resulting in a sack.
Yeah, got him about 2 yards back. Oh, we see one of the Cardinals. I can't see who it is, but he's holding his arm, and I hope everything's okay on that one.
Timeout for an injury.
I think it looks like it's Rocky Rodriguez. I can't tell the number.
I mean, there are no. I mean, this is obvious. There's no player on that defense you want to lose, but this defense is stacked with playmakers all over that defensive unit.
Yeah, that was Rodriguez. But luckily, whatever he was holding, I think he just had a little stinger. Well, that was David.
It's Halverson.
Yeah, it was Halverson, number 25.
So Halverson was the first man in the backfield. He just did get an arm and slow Benoit down long enough.
I think what happened,
allow Renteria to bring him down for another loss.
It looked like he stuck his arm out and he got hit a little bit on it, and that kind of just maybe jolted his arm. Hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to lose this guy right now. He's one of the key players for this Cardinal defense. Is Halverson, number 25. But nevertheless, they're going to look at him, maybe take a little breather, and I'm sure he'll come right back here in a few plays.
So ever since that Alvaro Torres first down, bringing them to the 40-yard line, they've been going the wrong direction. Benoit's going to fake. Now he's going to throw but get hit.
I see a flag on there. There's nobody in the area there. I think you should throw a flag on that one. I saw nothing but red.
Well, it was Esteban Esquivel once again providing pressure and almost getting the sack. Benoit just did get the pass away, and I think you're going to get some leeway when you get hit as you're throwing the football.
Maybe so, but yeah, there was just a sea of red on there.
And now, Joe, on 4th and 17, La Joya has decided, down 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, that they better try to get a they're going to punt. There's a flag on the play. They fooled me, and maybe that was the point.
They're going to kick Harlingen for 12.
Is it 12 men?
They're going to.
La Joya bounce down to the 5-yard line, and if it's against Harlingen, you're going to get about the 2.5 or 3.
Yeah, they're going to get 2 men. He was trying. I couldn't tell the number. He was trying to get out of bounds. Referee looked to his right, saw that he wasn't out of bounds, immediately threw the flag once the center had snapped the ball. So that's going to probably go half the distance to the goal. Like you said, should probably be at the 2.5, maybe 3-yard line. But they already did a good job by pinning them back, so it's just going to be them back. But right now, Harlingen's offense is on a roll right now.
A really good job on special teams. And again, it looked for all the world like they were going to go for it on 4th and 17. Again, I think that was the point. A regular shotgun.
Foul on the play.
Well, they're picking it up. All right, so they're going to pick up the ball. We're going to get it. Looks like actually at the 6-yard line. Still not very good field position.
Well, the way the offense has been playing at this very moment, I think, with the legs of Hassan, Huerta's been running that well. Hassan's running really well. I think they feel confident right now if they were, they can still drive from any side of this field. And right now they're at the 6. They got 94 yards to go. And the way they're moving the ball, Jim, with the air and the run attack, I don't see a problem right now with the Harlingen Cardinals moving the ball.
No, I don't either, Joe. They seem to be comfortable, and they're certainly productive on the defensive and offensive side of the ball. Huerta from his end zone, and he's going to get dragged down for no gain. He started being dragged down at about the 1-yard line, but took his defender for about a 5-yard ride there to bring up 2nd and 10.
That was a really good play, though, by Garza, number 32, Ismael Mike Garza for the Coyotes. He pursued him, like you said. He could have gotten him for about a 2-3 yard loss, but Huerta did carry him a little bit. But he saw that gap, didn't lose, kept focused, and got Huerta for no gain on that particular play.
Nico Garza, one of their leading tacklers. 2nd down. Oh, that's got to be an offsides. They may have a free play. I don't see a flag yet, but no matter. Hassan Woolery's got the ball with plenty of green space out past the 25, out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
I thought so too, Jim. I thought they were getting offsides, and Woolery was looking downfield to maybe get that free play, but good thing he didn't just throw it. He ran it, able to get a lot of yards on that one, Jim. I think he's going to get those 2,000 yards. I'm going to call it right now.
I think I'm off by a couple yards. But I've got it at 114 away from 2,000.
Including this play. So he's, and we're still in the first quarter with 1:45 left. So right now, Harlingen started at the ball at the 6-yard line, ladies and gentlemen, and now they're at the 26-yard line. So good job right now by Woolery getting the 20-yard run on that one.
Hassan to Hernandez, and that's a great play by the DB. That's number 20, Alex Bocanegra, the junior. Hernandez had that caught, but Bocanegra came out and punched it out.
Yeah, that was a good play by Bocanegra on that one. Read that play instantly. He didn't let the play develop or happen. So Bocanegra right now causing the ball to get loose and incomplete pass. And Harlingen right now with the 2nd and 10. This is one of the times that they didn't gain anything. This is, I think, their second play with no gain.
empty backfield set. Huerta in there to block. Hassan's under pressure, but he dances away. He's still got time, and he's looking for somebody to throw to. Now he throws downfield, and it's intercepted. No, it's incomplete. Or are they saying it's complete?
I think they're going to give it to him, Jim. The referee's marking the ball right there, and they're going to give him the ball. It looked like he had a football move. He was able to get the ball, hold on to it for the. I think he lost the ball as he was getting up, which is already down. So,
it's on the far side of the field, but my goodness, it looked for all the world like he didn't have control of the ball coming up off the ground. You have to survive the ground, but nonetheless, the officials believe that's a completed pass, so that's a turnover, and it's going to be Coyotes' ball at the Harlingen 42-yard line.
Yeah, and this is actually can be, get some momentum down to La Joya right now because, Jim, they were down. Harlingen was moving the ball, and La Joya's got to take advantage of this. It's a best field position.
The fake to Mendoza, Benoit's going to keep it and get a few. That was a mistake by Hassan. He was throwing into double coverage on the run, and there really wasn't enough room between his receiver and the sideline when he let that one go. So, and that's one of those things, and I extol his ability to remain calm and make good decisions in the pocket, but those kinds of plays are going to happen, especially when we're up and maybe kind of get a little greedy sometimes.
Yeah, it does happen.
Those out.
It does happen a little bit.
Under a minute to go now in the first quarter, 2nd and 7. Mendoza is going to evade tacklers in the backfield, get up inside the 35 and get a first down. He looked like he was going down for about a 5-yard loss and just spun out of it.
Breaking 2 tackles, Mendoza, on 2 spin moves right around the left-hand side, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot of effort on his part because there was twice 2 defenders for the Harlingen Cardinals made contact. Broke it out in the first time, broke it on the second one on a spin move, and able to get a 1st and 10 right at the 30-yard line for the La Joya Coyotes.
And in watching La Joya's games toward the end of the season, that was the thing that stood out, is defenders' inability to bring down Mauricio Mendoza. It's first down now from the Cardinals' 30-yard line. Benoit with the option pass to Mendoza, who's going to get tackled and dragged out of bounds by Renteria.
Yeah, this time he went around the left hand, shook. I think he has one of the Cardinals shooken up there. So what I've noticed here on Mendoza, the little times that I've seen him right now, and he's got one of the guys shaking up right now, and hope everything's okay. But he went head on him. I can't see who it was. I don't know if it's Palmer or
Garza.
It's Garza.
It's Jay Garza, and he's in some pain.
Yeah, well, he went head on there, and right now, this is the way the Mauricio Mendoza runs, Jim, and you run in, and he's going to make contact. He's going to put his head down, and if you look at his legs, he got some tree trunks on there for him, and he's going to go right at you. He's not afraid to make contact with anything. He doesn't try to elude contact. He likes to go right through the defender.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to bring him down unless you square him up and have your balance and your weight centered. If you hit him diagonally, if you hit him with an arm, if you don't have your center of gravity set, he's going to run through and around that tackle.
Yeah, I think he just maybe lost a little bit of the wind because he hit him right on the chest, and you saw him jolt back a little bit. I mean, Mendoza, I don't know his weight, but he's a big kid, and going around a cornerback or any safety like that, he can do some damage on there. So good job on his part here on a 2nd down. But I'm glad to see that the defender there is okay and just maybe got a little stinger on there.
And he seems to be okay now. And man, when you get the wind knocked out of you,
that's scary, man.
It feels like you're dying.
Yeah.
I mean, you're okay. You just need to catch your breath, but it is not fun.
It is not fun at all.
So we're glad that Jay seems to be okay off on his own power. 2nd and 7 now. Last play of the quarter. Benoit's going to keep it and run, and he's going to go down just before the line to gain. He's going to be about a yard and a half short to bring up 3rd down, and that play will occur after the first quarter break.
Yeah, and that right there, Jim, I think you're going to see a lot of that because when he drops back, you see a lot of the defenders, they drop back, so that leaves that middle wide open. So unless they do something, Benoit is going to expose that. I've seen it. He's done it 3 times already. He takes a 2-step drop. Defenders are going back. The receivers are running streaks, and there's nobody in the middle there. And that was a good 7-8 yard gain on that part, and then got to close that down. If not, he's going to utilize that drop back from Harlingen playing that zone coverage.
Well, that kind of implicates the defensive philosophy that the Harlingen coaches want to employ here. I mentioned if you can contain Mendoza, then you have a great chance. There you go. Then you have a great chance to stifle this Coyote defense. Now, you can't ignore the pass, right? You can't just leave receivers wide open.
No.
But that seems to be the strategy for La Joya, which is to clear out the defensive second to defensive backfield.
And every time they run
create those running opportunities for Benoit and Mendoza.
Yeah, and every time he's doing that 2-step drop, he's seen the exposure in the middle. I won't be surprised if they do that again or they give it to Mendoza right up the middle.
Mendoza through a hole you could drive a car through up to the 16-yard line, gain of 4. It's a first down.
He's going to pick up the first down, and this right here is La Joya's best drive, trying to get back into the game right now, just starting the second quarter just under the 12-minute mark. Harlingen Cardinals are 14 and La Joya 0, but any La Joya fans out there, let us know where you're watching, and La Joya is moving the ball at this very moment.
Yeah, there might be a regional stream out there, La Joya fans, but this is where you want to be. We'll be kind to you. The handoff, once again, to Mendoza. He's dancing around looking for a hole. He's down to the 6-yard line, very close to a first down. Where he's marking the ball looks like to be about a half-yard short.
And see how many times, look, he went in and he went outside, Jim. You see the contact that he makes and how many yards he gets after the contact, the yak yards that Mendoza gets. That guy it took 3 defenders to get him down. They've got to either wrap him or hit him under the legs because I wouldn't want to see that kid coming at me.
Second and a very short one. Mendoza in motion. Benoit's going to keep it. He's going to get dragged down. That is Jazian Moore, who initiated contact and swung him down for a loss to bring up third and a long one now.
Was it him? I thought
it was 12.
That, and I think Gerardo Sanchez, number 42, was involved in that as well.
He usually is.
Yeah, he's always around there. But that, lost about a couple yards on that one, Jim. Now they have to reset the whole strategy on their third down play. But nevertheless, the defense, is playing tough right now.
3rd and 2, call it. Benoit's looking to pass. It's incomplete through his hands to bring up 4th down.
Man, I see them going for it, Jim. I think you got to go for it. I think a field goal at this moment does not do you any good here. So,
well, it's been a long drive, and I was going to tell you, if La Joya is going to be successful in this game, it's because they're going to put together several long, time-consuming drives that end in touchdowns and limit the Cardinal offense's opportunities in this game.
Yeah, the offense is staying there, and I don't see that. I don't see the reason why I go for 3. Harlingen's offense has been very explosive, other than the last drive where they made an error. But Jim, they haven't been able to really stop them.
With the play clock ticking down, it looks like La Joya is going to let it go all the way down and then call their second time out of the half with 10:08 to go. Well, and look, they're at the 8, but it's not 4th and goal. It's only 4th and 2, and it's a short 2. And so, they've got, you would think, a lot of options just in the running game to try to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and every time they come out of timeout, they come out with a play that's worked. I'm looking down my social media here. I'm going to give a couple of shout-outs.
There you go.
Since we don't have to give any advertisements to anybody at this very moment. So, Eric Martinez in San Antonio, Texas, saying that the great one, and Jim. Thanks for over there from 1604. And Petranco, Jay Aguirre. I think that's my barber. That is my barber, Jay.
Right.
He's watching us, Jim. He says we're doing a good job. You know,
appreciate the support.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll give you a couple of more shout-outs out there as we keep it along. But we've got a good one here in Boga Stadium, Harlingen, Texas. Thursday Night Lights, Jim.
Thursday Night Lights, baby. Playoff edition.
There we go.
4th and 2 now. Cardinals showing blitz. Benoit's making the call at the line. Mendoza's behind him. The handoff is to Mendoza. He's going to get the first down and get down to the 4-yard line, first and goal from there.
Yeah, Mendoza overpowering him right there. And that was Bubba Medrano, I think, holding his left arm. This is one thing you cannot do with this kid, is stick your arm up and try to wrap him. You've seen that twice, Jim, and twice we've seen both of the defenders come down with the little stinger on their arm. This kid didn't get 2,000 yards just because.
Well, and he's shifty too, so just because Bubba's holding his arm doesn't mean he was trying to make a poorly formed arm tackle. That's the other thing that Mendoza can do. He can create arm tackles with his shiftiness. The aforementioned Mendoza is in the end zone for a touchdown for the Coyotes to cut the Cardinals' lead in half, pending the extra point.
Man, you know, I saw Bubba over here thinking, but there's 2 number 4s. I was like, man, Bubba got a little shorter on that one, but that's one of the JV guys moving up here.
Well, and the uniform combinations on the field make it look like a varsity JV game. They're just opposites.
Yeah. But nevertheless, the Coyotes come up, pending the extra point, trying to pull it down within 7. The kick is up, and it is good. With 9:27 left to play in the second quarter, your Harlingen Cardinals 14, La Joya Coyotes 7. Jim, what do you think of the game so far?
I think it's what I expected. I don't think La Joya is as good of a team as we are. I think, you know, their record is similar to us. Again, it's all about district play. You look at the 10-game record, and it may say one thing.
And it's always who you play.
But what matters is getting one of those top 4 spots in your district. If you can do that, then what happened in non-district play really doesn't mean anything, as the Cardinals have proven this year. I think that it's the Cardinal defense. Now, Joe, was the extra point good?
Yeah, it was good.
Because the scoreboard is still showing 6, and our Cryon is still showing 6.
Yeah, no, I saw the ref put his hands up. I mean,
there it goes.
Yeah, I could have sworn I saw the guy go up, man.
Somebody took a nap, but we're okay now.
It's the other booth.
Kickoff is bouncing inside the 20, picked up and returned.
Oh.
And there's a flag on the play. It's on the opposite side of the field, so I didn't see what the infraction was.
That's going to go against Harlingen, Jim.
Okay.
That's going to look like a unnecessary roughness.
Now that one we should have let go out of bounds.
Yeah. So it's going to go. It looked like it was against Harlingen, even though both of them were kind of initiated. But here's the ref.
Here's the call.
It's going to be a personal foul. Unnecessary.
Your predictions haven't been on today.
A little bit. I'm batting over 50%, I think.
Personal foul. Illegal blind top block.
All right.
Hey, that just bumped my average up a little bit, Jim.
Yeah.
Penalty is happening.
I mean, when you go from 0 for 1 to 1 for 2 and go straight up to 500.
Man, dude. Yeah. Hey, Ramsey, can you get that thing out of my back there, man?
Yeah,
you know? Oh, man. That was a good one, though. I have to admit. We can't have fun while we're doing this, right?
That call will inure to the detriment of the Cardinals offense. 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. 9:22 to go in the first half. We need a long touchdown capping drive.
There you go, Jim.
Started off by Huerta.
Oh!
The defender is outside the 35-yard line. What a play!
And Huerta taking it to the left-hand side, getting it to right at the 30-yard line for the Harlingen Cardinals, and did the whole hurdle really there, and picking up some good yardage there for the Harlingen Cardinals, getting a first down, moving that ball. Man, and right now, Huerta and Woolery and the rest of the bunch, it just seems like they're really on the same page right this moment.
17-yard gain and an incredible leaping play from Huerta. That's got ESPN Top 10 written all over it. He gets rewarded with another carry and up to the 40-yard line, very close to the line to gain. Wait for the signal. It's going to be second and short.
Man, I thought he got it, but yeah, you're right, Jim. It's going to be about 3 yards short, though.
They're calling him out of bounds short. Okay.
He might have stepped out a little bit. It's going to be about second and 3, but nevertheless, moving the ball, very well. This started way deep in the territory there, and because of the personal foul, but Harlingen offense running really good right now.
Second and 3. Woolery, back to pass. Under pressure. Now he's moving. Now he's got a first down. Now he's past the 50. Still moving to the La Joya 45-yard line.
And Jim, he's getting closer to that mark there,
He absolutely is. That's another 18 yards.
That's an 18-yard run there by Woolery there.
By my count, 96 to go. And I think I'm off by a couple yards.
Give or take. But nevertheless, Woolery gets it down, 17, 18-yard gain on that quarterback sweep on there, and getting the Harlingen Cardinals a first down at the Coyote 45-yard line. Harlingen moving the ball.
If anything, I'm shorting Hassan a few yards. So when we get past the 96, we know we'll be good. Hassan's back to pass. He's looking. He's got all day.
Throw it out.
And now he's going to throw it away wisely. Good decision. There was nothing there. There wasn't a running lane. And so instead of get greedy and throw an interception on that one, he lives to play another down.
Yeah, at this time, now we have Nathaniel Gonzalez checking in here. And but yeah, you're right, Jim, on that one. La Joya was playing a zone coverage. Any of the receivers were not open. The running lane wasn't there. So he did the smart thing, and that's where he's going to just get better. And as he gets more on this season in the playoffs and stuff like that, next season he'll be eliminating some of these mistakes. But he's done a really good job for being a sophomore.
Handoff to Huerta. He starts up the middle, then bounces to the outside. He's inside the 40. He stays in bounds. He's inside the 25. He's inside the 20. They can't get him out until he's down to the 21-yard line. A 24-yard gain for a first down.
Huerta running around the right-hand side. What a stop. He was about the 27-yard line, and it looked like he was going to get pushed out of bounds. But, man, he just stopped like on a dime and just went right. He did it twice on that one, right back also at the 22-yard line, and able to get a couple of more yards. But that one, he just made a quick stop, man, and just able to get more yards on him. I don't know how he did that, but he did that, and it moved Harlingen inside in the red zone.
Call it 27-yard gain on the play. And it's an end around, a pitch to Flores, who's got all kinds of space on the left side, but he does get dragged down at the 9-yard line. It's a great play. It looked like he might have had the edge to get into the end zone, but it's going to be second and quite short for the Cardinals.
That looked like it's going to be about a yard and a half, but that was an end around route to Aiden Flores, which we started seeing him play more offense last week against the Greyhounds. Got converted back in defense at the beginning of the year, played a little offense here and there, but we saw him play more offense last week, and you're starting to see him play a little bit more offense. Another weapon added to the arsenal, I think, for the Harlingen Cardinals in the playoffs.
3 receivers set. Now it's a pass out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez is in the end zone for a touchdown.
Nathaniel Gonzalez with a nice little screen play there by Hassan Woolery, able to get in and pretty much walked his way through with 7:22 left to play at half. Cardinals 20, pending the extra point. The Coyotes 7. Jim, that was a good play. That was a drive that started way about the 7-8 yard.
I thought it was the 6.
6-yard line. After the personal foul there, ran it pretty much the whole field and able to get a touchdown out of this. Still a lot of time with 7:22. The Coyotes got to try to answer back.
And that is Hassan Woolery's second touchdown pass of the game. And he is approximately 87 yards short of 2,000 all-purpose for the season. The extra point is good, 21-7, Harlingen.
Yeah, we've got a good one here, Jim. It's a 21-7. Your Harlingen Cardinals here live. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you all for watching us, Jim and I, here at the HCISD Network. We got a good one here at Bogus Stadium. Thursday Night Lights. Man,
we do appreciate you guys. Joe is right. We do this for you guys. I tell you, this is our second year together in the booth. Joe, of course, the living legend.
That is true.
I'm learning next to him, and being next to Joe has been really helpful for me, and I think we do a pretty good job.
I think we do a darn good job.
I think so too. Our number one audience parents, grandparents, family members who can't come to the game, and even those that can. I was so humbled, the first time Hassan Willery touched the ball last year against Weslaco, he took it 60 yards to the house. His grandfather, I learned.
Uh-oh.
And there's a good return up to midfield where he's going to get stopped right there by Rowan De Leon, it looks like.
That was Alex Garza.
Okay.
Number 14.
14's Rowan. Or you're talking about 14 for La Jolla?
Yeah, for the run back. Yeah, Alex Garza getting it down very close to midfield on that one.
I learned that Hassan's grandfather was sharing that clip around the family. And what a special thing. We want this to be something,
number 45.
And that's going to add 15 yards and put the ball sort of deep into Cardinal territory.
About the 35. Wait, no.
Well, they called a personal foul on Harlingen. I didn't.
Well, that's like 30 yards here. There's only 15, I think. Yeah. They moved the ball.
They already had it to the 50.
I was looking over here with the guy with the ball. I'm like, man, he's moving it back. I was like, man, what is it, a double penalty? But nevertheless, La Jolla again with their last drive and started off in good field position. Now again, Jim, starting with great field position.
Mendoza with the ball, but taken down by Rocky Rodriguez.
That was Rocky Rodriguez, number 26 for the Harlingen Cardinals, doing against. Hard to tell sometimes. 26, 27, 25, especially 25 and 26.
Yeah.
It looks very similar. Want to give a quick shout out here. We got another person here that says, Jim, Myra Cantu over there watching us from Sebastian, Texas.
Hey, Myra.
All right, yeah. Thank you for listening to Jim and I. Really appreciate it. 2nd
and 9 now. He's looking long. He's got a man. He's covered up, and it's good defense down there by.
That was great coverage on there. I can't see the number.
It looks like Jazian Moore, number 12.
And that's exactly what I think, and I just didn't want to say it, but yeah, Jazian Moore, number 12 on that one there. That is Moore.
We kept waiting for the same shot.
Yeah.
You
turn around shot, right? You turn around.
A certain angle there at the far corner, and then we have one camera shot. We're gonna get Ramsey some more cameras and some more camera operators for next year. That's a goal of mine, because I mean we've got the talent to make it happen. We just need the resources. Here's Benoit looking again. It's caught by Torres, and he's out of bounds.
That was actually number 1, Dante Perez.
And is that a flag that got thrown?
If it did, that's going to be a late hit.
After the sideline, it would be a late hit. It was already a first down.
Yeah, and that was number 1, Dante Perez.
Perez. I said Torres. I meant Perez.
But yeah, he ran a good that. If the play, where's the flag, Jim? Is there?
I thought I saw it.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's going to pick it up. Yeah, he's picking it up. Not saying he's picking it up not to call it, but I think they're going to add the 15 or the half the distance to the goal on that one.
Well, no, I think he said there was no foul on the play.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
We keep talking over the ref.
It's hard to hear him. It's hard to hear him.
That's our excuse.
Yeah. Nevertheless, now they're going a little bit backwards here now. Okay. Well, they got the ball here at the 29-yard line here. But it's going to lead a first down and 10 with 6:25 left to play here before half. See if the Coyotes make a move, try to get on the board.
A man in motion, the handoff to Mendoza. Renteria and company not letting him go anywhere.
Yeah,
that was a gang tackle.
That was a gang tackle of 3 guys on him, but getting him about 3 yards on it.
Torres in there, Villa Gomez in there.
Yeah, a lot of them on there, and that's just the power that this kid has on there, and hard to stop on him. But that's her workhorse. Him and Benoit are their 2 factors. You stop them, you stop one of them, Jim, and they become one-dimensional.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's Benoit in the shotgun. He was looking to throw. Now he does throw to Mendoza on the left-hand side. He's going to get down just about to the 15-yard line. He's going to be, looks like, just short of a first down.
And his helmet came off on that one, too.
By about a half yard. Mendoza, if that's the case, and it is, he'll have to come off the field for a play. And it's a critical play for La Jolla at 3rd and 1.
That is a critical play on that one because, I mean, that is his, not only short yardage guy. I mean, the guy does pretty much everything for that offense.
Third and 1 is Mendoza time.
That's Mendoza time. And so I'm going to call here a draw here, but Benoit.
Harlingen showing blitz. They bring it, the handoff, and it's a first down and more. It is a touchdown for La Joya. That's Ramiro Olivares.
Yeah, Ramiro Olivares, number 22, taking it around. Look, they didn't miss a beat. They took Mendoza out. Mendoza out. This guy runs a left-hand sweep on that one and able to get it in.
And he's even thicker than Mendoza. And I'm saying THICC thick.
Nevertheless, your Coyotes.
Can't tackle that guy either.
Yeah, Coyotes getting it down to 13, pending the extra point, waiting for the kicker, Ozuna, number 17.
Hey, Joe, you know what Olivares did there? He ate. Right?
Yeah.
Right, Ramsey? 6'7"?
6'7".
There you go.
All right, here we go.
I'm just trying to embarrass my kids.
And the kick is up.
Extra point is up.
And it's good.
Extra point is good.
So we got a 21-14 ball game. Jim, I'm a little surprised here at the score here at the moment. I'm not going to lie here. But we got 5:20 left. The Harlingen offense is going to come back out. But the thing with Harlingen offense right now, they're scoring kind of quickly. So,
as long as we keep scoring, it's no problem.
Yeah, we're scoring. The defense.
It's going quickly and then not scoring. That creates a problem. And again, another sort of the time-consuming aspect of that drive was necessarily limited because they started at a 35-yard line. But considering they started at a 35-yard line, it was something of a time-consuming drive. That's what La Joya does. When La Joya is successful, they eat up clock on the ground. They finish with touchdowns. So, look, I'd like to see the Cardinals eat up some clock, but as long as they're capping off drives with touchdowns, I'm kind of okay with it.
They scored 3 out of their 4 drives, but nevertheless, though, you got to give
that's out of bounds. That's good field position.
Harlingen's, La Joya's both scores have come on short fields. So, not giving that as an excuse or anything, ladies and gentlemen, but just letting you know the 2 times that they have scored have been inside Harlingen territory or midfield. This one started at midfield with a personal foul on there. So,
and Joe, you should be proud of the Cardinals.
I am. They're playing.
Well, in general terms, obviously, but with 5:20 to go in the half, we have all 3 timeouts.
I noticed that. I was looking at that. When I saw the one, I'm like, oh my God, it's the Coyotes with only one now. But yeah, the way Harlingen's playing though, I haven't been able to need a timeout here.
But they do need to keep scoring because La Joya will continue to score, it looks like, especially if you keep giving them short fields. Huerta in motion. The pass is complete out there. Hernandez. Huerta blocking. Hernandez is through the hole. Hernandez is in La Joya territory, and it looked to me like he stepped out of bounds before he hit the 40, but I don't know if the ref saw that.
I think he's going to call it at the 35 at the 35-yard line, at least by the side judge.
And maybe I didn't see it right, and I'm not going to go down there and tell them,
But nevertheless, I just said that the Harlingen Cardinals offense has been explosive, scoring kind of quickly, and here they run, give the defense a little rest a little bit, guys. Take some time off there. Huh?
And I think that was that a 30-yard? Didn't we start at the 35? I think that's a 30-yard pass. That brings the total Woolery needs to get to 2,000 to 57 yards. Woolery back to pass. Plenty of time. Now he's looking long. He's got a man wide open. It's caught.
Wow.
First down and goal.
What a
Dayton
great
Morales, 31 yards.
What a great catch by Morales, man. As he hit he had to raise his hands up on that one, Jim. As he put his hands up and caught the ball, he got a hit from both sides.
Yeah.
And that usually doesn't result in a catch. I mean, that was a great catch by Dayton Morales, number 0. And what a great pass by Woolery, but even more impressive catch by Morales by holding onto the ball, because as he caught it up in the air with his hands over his head, he got whacked twice and able to hold onto the ball, man. That's a great catch. Good concentration by Morales.
Agreed, Joe. Great job getting, and here we have a wild card set. Hassan Woolery is on the bench, and it's going to be a timeout by Harlingen. It was a really good job by Dayton to get open. An incredible job of going up, getting that ball at its highest point in between 2 defenders. defenders
and getting
absorbing the contact, holding onto the football, and giving the Cardinals a 1st and goal from the 4.
Yeah, that was. I was impressed. I did honestly, man. It looked like
I was waiting for the ball to pop out.
I did too. I mean, not to take anything away from Dayton, but I mean, it's just hard for anybody, college level, pro level, whatever. When you get hit with the ball up, man, you usually don't come down with it. So great job, Dayton Morales, number 0 for the Harlingen Cardinals, and pulling that ball down, getting the Harlingen Cardinals at the 4-yard line with 4:25 left to play at halftime. Harlingen moving the ball again, trying to expand their lead, ladies and gentlemen, and give La Joya. Tried to get a 14-point lead against La Joya here.
Hassan Willery now 26 yards short of 2,000 all-purpose yards for the season.
And just like that, Jim.
Just like
9.5.
Mm-hmm.
I was, I'm calling him. I'm going to predict he's going to get it.
There you go.
Okay.
I think you're probably right. If he doesn't get 26 more yards all-purpose in this game, we've got a real problem.
We got a massive problem. Here we go.
Now, he's not in the game right now. It's a direct snap over Huerta's head, and oh no, that's La Joya's ball, and that's going to get returned for a touchdown. What a disaster.
Just like that, what a 14-point swing. You're going to think you're going to be up 14. Now it's a tie ball game, pending the extra point. But Harlingen's had problems with the snaps all year round. This time they were running a wildcat with Huerta on behind it, and just like that, it just went way over his head. Tried to land it on the ball, and the Coyotes getting a defensive score, Jim, and just like that, we got pending the extra point. We've got a tie ball game here. What a 14-point swing, literally. I mean, you think you're going to go up 14 points, and next thing you know, it's a tie ball game, all because of a snap.
Special teams and snapping the ball, those are a couple of things that have come back, and that is blocked.
Let's get those 2 points.
There's a flag on the play.
Might get them offside, though.
And that's what it looks like. That's usually what happens when there's a flag in the defensive backfield and a block of the kick.
Yeah, the guy who actually blocked it, I couldn't tell. I think it was 7. Renteria, he's everywhere. He might have jumped a little too early.
Yeah.
Here we go with the call. Maybe you can hear the refs.
Substitution, fraction, defense.
Oh my
Illegal
gosh.
formation.
It wasn't even an offsides. That's tough, because that means we blocked that kick without the benefit of coming across early. It was a procedural penalty, and I'll tell you what, when you snap the ball over Huerta's head, when you have a procedural penalty on an extra point that you block, you can be a better team than La Joya and lose the football game on nonsense like that. So we really need, that's the kind of stuff we need to clean up, because we're better than they are. I don't mean any disrespect to La Joya or their fans,
but it's true, Jim.
But we're a better football team than they are.
I mean, it's true. I mean, you're about to go up 28-14.
Well, and as it is now, we're at risk of actually giving up the lead. La Joya's going for 2. Half the team in motion. The handoff to Mendoza.
No, he's not going to get it.
He is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Good job of the Harlingen defense, man. The whole defensive line just got able to get in there and get some good penetration down there.
Two great defensive special teams plays, one to block the kick and the other to deny the 2-point conversion from the 1.5-yard line. So, turns out the procedural penalty did not come to hurt us. But, of course, the bad snap, Huerta was unable to pull that in. He was trying to do the right thing and cover it up. But, when you're trying to catch a squibbing football and a bunch of dudes are chasing you, that's way easier said than done. Yeah. So, it's 21-20 Cardinals. It's a new ball game.
Definitely a new ball game now. I mean, but the good thing is that there's a plus side to this. There's still 4:08 left to play. Cardinals are still with their 2 timeouts, and the way they've been moving the ball, they're moving that at will. I mean, opinion that last one was a little on the snap was a little high, but Harlingen, except for that one drive with the interception, Jim, has done pretty much anything they wanted on this one. At least drive wise.
Now I'll say this: as a line drive kickoff is fielded, brought up past the 40. It's past the 50 into La Joya territory, so good field position to start what may be the last drive of the half for Harlingen. But I was going to ask you, Joe, have you ever snapped a football?
Not in full contact like this, no.
You know, here's the thing about snapping a football. And I just got finished saying, man, we really have to clean that up. But also, I'm not good at that. And also, I've never done it with a bunch of 250 to 315 pound defensive linemen coming at me. So,
yeah,
we don't mean to say that this is an easy thing to do, especially in a playoff game. So let's not get it twisted. From the 45-yard line, Hassan Willery hands it off back to Huerta. It's a gain of 1. Second down, just under 4 minutes to go. And the clock's not really an issue at this point. We got the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts.
Not at this point. And this time they're just there's a late flag that just came in right now.
I just saw that. What is this now?
Yeah, let's see what the call is, because the referee's about to call. It's against La Joya. Right. We'll take it.
We'll take that. So they're going to replay first down. The gain of 1 turns into a gain of 5.
So is that is that going back to first down? Yeah, it's going to go back to first. So that's actually, that play never happened. That's a pre-snap penalty. Late, though.
Even though they called it late after the actual play.
Yeah, late. They didn't blow the whistle.
Better late than never, I guess.
Better late than never.
Okay.
It's going to be 1st and 5. Harlingen at the 40-yard line, getting the ball here and see if they can keep doing what they're doing. As long as they keep playing this offense, Jim, we'll be all right.
Hassan's going to throw it. It's caught. It's Gonzalez who gets dragged down by the shoulder, and it looked bad.
And it was all I have to say, it was all shirt on that one.
And it was below the collar.
Yeah, he pulled
right. So that's a 19-yard gain. That brings
getting closer, Jim.
The total needed to 7 yards.
7 yards. You might get it in this drive, that's for sure. But nevertheless, with 3:12 left to play at halftime, your Harlingen Cardinals moving the ball here at the 27-yard line.
Or maybe that was a 14-yard gain. In any case, the pitch to Huerta, who's inside the 20, and keeps his feet and gets down to the 10-yard line, first down.
I think
it's actually 11 yards to go.
If he didn't stumble on that one, that was a touchdown on that one. Huerta kind of got stumbled at the last guy who touched him, able to stumble the ball. Good job, good run by Huerta, and doing what he does. That's what he's done all year. He's Noah Huerta. I was going to say Nathan, but that's his brother who's playing at UTRGV.
Who's playing great at UTRGV.
And just got a scholarship offer sometime earlier this season because he was a walk-on. But nevertheless, your Harlingen Cardinals right there are moving the ball here and see if they can expand the 1-point lead.
Woolery looking to pass, and that is caught.
It's going to be about a 5-yard gain by
Dayton Morales. Yeah. It is a 5-yard gain. He needs 6 to go. I need to get a stat intern up here, so I'm not trying to call the game and do math. I'm better at one of those than the other. I can let you guess which one.
Nevertheless, your Harlingen Cardinals here with the 2nd and 6 to go, it looks like. And it looks like the 2-minute warning. Manny's going to talk it over, try to get the right play here, and see if they could try to maybe burn a little bit more time off there before they try to punch it in, Jim. Offense is playing great right now. Defense is playing great, too. 2 touchdowns came on short fields. 1 came on a...
on the bad snap.
On the bad
return
snap.
for a touchdown. And that, a little unlucky there. So it's little things, but the little things can create big problems.
Yeah, and as long as you come and correct it. I saw the center, and I think he was after that happened, as they were doing the extra point or going for the 2-point conversion, him and Woolery were practicing the snaps and just got to get down a little bit. I mean, I know, like you said, man, he didn't know exactly. He's just, it's all timing, but
and feel and adrenaline.
Everything plays a fact. So he's done a good job, all year. He made a mistake on this one, but it's okay. Look, you know what? Harlingen's up, looking to expand their lead here right before halftime, Jim, and everything, all's forgiven, all's forgotten.
Woolery under center, 2nd and 6 from the 8 to Huerta. who cuts inside, is going to get just a couple, bring up third down.
Yeah, he was expected to try to get in the outside. Did not see the outside happening. So what Huerta did is made a quick stop and went right quick in between the tackle and the guard there, and able to get just 2 yards on that one. But, you know, what I'd like is that the clock is going. Harlingen is not in a panic mode. It's 3rd and about 5 or 4 to go, and I see 2 plays here if they don't get it here. I really do. I don't think they're going to kick. I'm calling it right now. But I think Harlingen will score here, Jim.
2 back, 3 receiver set. Handoff to Huerta, who goes right up the gut and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I really hate being right, Ramsey. I really hate it when I'm right, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an inside. I mean, you just went down the middle there. No, Huerta. Giving the Harlingen Cardinals a 27-20 lead pending the extra point here with 1:13 left to play in halftime. And here we go, Jim. You know, Harlingen, making a couple of mistakes, but literally playing extremely well on both sides. Offense, doing pretty much what they can and want to. Defense doing a good job as well. They've had the 2 possessions that La Joya score. I mean, I'm not using that as an excuse. Was on a short field, but I like what I see so far. Eliminate some mistakes at halftime. And I think, Harlingen's going to turn on the heat a little bit even more on the second half.
Extra point is good, capping off a touchdown drive, including Noah Huerta's 2nd touchdown of the game, his 15th on the year.
And right now, too, Jim, they're not able to stop Woolery. They're not able to stop Huerta. So I think the only adjustments you make is, maybe a little tweak on defense, but I think just keep doing what you're doing. Take some shots downfield, stretch that their defense a little bit more, and just allow the run on Woolery's legs, on Huerta's legs, and Woolery, take a couple of shots and use that arm a little bit on there. We can throw. We've seen it happen, and he's made some really good throws in today's matchup against the Coyotes. So I think, Harlingen, other than a couple of mistakes, are playing really good ball.
This is the 8th year in a row that the Cardinals are in the playoffs. The 13th time in the last 15 years. 14 out of the last 16, counting this year, which spans the Manny Gomez era. The kickoff is caught and knelt at the 38-yard line. La Joya will start there with 1 timeout and 1:13 to go. Now, one thing that La Joya has not shown so far is the kind of quick strike capability that Hassan and Noah and the Cardinals have shown. So it's incumbent upon the Harlingen defense to come up with one more stand here, because La Joya won the toss and they're going to get the ball first in the second half.
I think it's very important that they get a 3-and-out here, Jim, on that one, because you're right, that's a great point. You don't want them to score because they will get the ball here in the second half, and also changes a lot of the momentum.
Benoit back to pass, under pressure.
Oh, yeah!
Intercepted!
So Harlingen trying to...
Intercepted by Jay Gardasan with 1:07 to go and 2 timeouts. The Cardinals are back in business.
Jay Garza, number 21, with the interception. Benoit trying to throw it in between them both, but Garza got right in front, took a step in front of him, in front of the receiver for the Coyotes, and able to get the ball and pick up a turnover here. And give the Harlingen another chance, Jim. They've still got 2 timeouts. Got 1:07 left to play. They could really expand their lead a little bit more here, and I think they will. I mean, the Joya defense has not been able to stop that offense.
From the 41-yard line of the Coyotes, Hassan Woolery back to pass. Plenty of time. He's got a man. It's complete. I think it might be Huerta. It's on the opposite side of the field. It is Huerta, but there's a flag on the play.
Who threw it? I didn't see it.
Not me.
Well, nevertheless, Huerta with the nice catch.
Illegal man downfield, maybe?
That could be, because that play did take a long time.
It's an ineligible man downfield. That's going to wipe out that gain. It's going to prolong Hassan's attainment of 2,000 all-purpose yards. It's going to march the Cardinals back 5 yards. and there's 55.9 seconds to go. The clock is stopped, and they're back to the 46-yard line of La Joya now.
And that took some time off the clock, and now you got a little bit longer field. But Harlingen right now with the big weapons and capability of strike at anywhere.
Cervantes in motion. And it's Woolery to run, but he doesn't have anywhere to go. He's going to get brought down at the original line of scrimmage. But I saw that too. I saw it this time. For once, I caught it with my own eyes. That's a face mask.
And not only that, took his helmet right off. I mean, that's kind of an obvious call. He took the face mask. That's a face mask. It's going to be 15 yards on top of that run. Going to give Harlingen a... Is it an automatic, Jim? If it's not an automatic, it's being very close to be a first down.
It's automatic.
It's automatic?
A personal foul is automatic.
So it's going to be a first down, probably around the 31-yard line. It looks like it's going to be here, and Harlingen going to make a little noise right before half. It's 46 seconds left to play here at halftime. Your Harlingen Cardinals 28, La Joya Coyotes 20, and Harlingen on the move here about the 31-yard line, trying to make something happen here right before half. Great defensive interception earlier to get the ball back here for the Harlingen offense.
And because the helmet came off due to a La Joya player pulling it off, Hassan does not have to sit a play. He's got the ball in the shotgun. He's looking long. He's going for it all. He's got touchdown, Dayton Morales, 29 yards. Touchdown, Cardinals, 2,000 all-purpose yards for Hassan Woolery.
What a play on that one, man. He hit it right where he needed to hit it, right at the fingertips of Morales there. Morales there, number 0. Let's just say that number 0 there. Man, that was a great play by Hassan. That was a great play by Morales. But best of all, give credit to the O-line for creating the blocks needed to give Hassan that time to throw a perfect pass there, giving the Harlingen Cardinals a 34-20 lead, pending the extra point.
The extra point is up. It looks good from here. It is good. That's going to bring the score to 35-20 Harlingen. Hassan has eclipsed 2,000 all-purpose yards. That's his third touchdown pass of the first half of this game. A 56-yarder to Maddox Hernandez. An 8-yard pass for a touchdown to Nathaniel Gonzalez, and a 26-yard touchdown pass to Dayton Morales.
And well, just like that, we got a different ball game that we thought a little while ago, Jim. It looked like, it was a 20-21 right now, or 21-20 ball game. It didn't with the defensive touchdown of La Joya. It kind of flipped the game around a little bit, that 14-point swing. And all of a sudden, now your Harlingen Cardinals are up 15 points. And in less than 3 minutes, all this happened, and that's a great job by special teams, great job by the defense, offense, by doing quick strikes, and defense by doing what they do and creating turnovers now.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that was not the first, but the second incredible catch from Dayton Morales on the prior drive that preceded Huerta's second touchdown of the game. Morales brought one in traffic, went up at the highest point, pulled it down, absorbed contact from 2 La Joya DBs, and brought it down for a first and goal from the 4. So Morales showing out here in the playoffs.
That was, I got to say, I mean, you can't say anything else. That was just a great catch. Great throw, great catch. Hassan hit it right on the fingertips, man.
Pass out left. He's brought down immediately by Garza. Garza, who just made that last touchdown drive possible with his interception. The clock is stopped at 28.4, and I agree with you, Joe. I think the line judge very well could have kept that clock rolling given the halting of forward progress by the contact from Jay Garza, but they're calling it out of bounds.
I agree on that one, yeah.
2nd and 11 from their own 29-yard line, 28.4 to go. Mendoza in motion. He's got it around the right side, and he's going to break some arm tackles, get a first down, but he is going to be tackled in bounds after a gain of close to 20.
And that was Mauricio Mendoza going around the right-hand side, picking up big yardage, getting the first down. 19 seconds still. The clock will continue as soon as they set the chains on there. But La Joya, remember, they still got one timeout. And
and there's a Coyote down. So the clock is not going to restart yet.
No, I can't see who it is. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, though, I don't know if that's going to cost him a timeout, Jim.
I don't know. You know, absent... How do I say this? Unless there's a strong suspicion that an offensive player, and I know this is no way to officiate a game. You can't write a rule for this, but just practically speaking, if it's clear the player is hurt and he's not just trying to fake an injury to stop the clock, you know, I don't like the idea of punishing an offense for a legitimate injury.
Yeah.
But again, that's no way to officiate a football game. You need objective standards.
That was number one, Dante Pettis, who got up right now, and it looks like
that's good.
Looks like he's okay. Maybe just another wind knocked out of him. We see a couple of winds getting knocked out of you.
He's their leading receiver, and so we're glad he's okay. He's on the sideline. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line now, but only 19.1 seconds to go. They still have one timeout. Torres in motion. Benoit back to pass. It's complete to Mendoza. He's in Cardinal territory. He lays a stiff arm before gaining the first down and getting out of bounds just outside the 40-yard line. 10.8 to go. Good play. Benoit to Mendoza.
Mendoza taking around a right again. You know, hard to stop this guy. This is going to be down there about the 47. Looked like he got a little bit more, but maybe he went out of bounds on that one.
They're saying he went out of bounds at the Harlingen 47-yard line. I thought he had made the line of the game, but he must have stepped out when he was administering.
I think it's going to be a timeout, and maybe the last.
Yeah.
Oh, no, maybe not.
Well, no, they're because the clock operator saw it the way we did.
Yeah.
Which then he got down to about the 42. But I think when administering the stiff arm, he may have stepped out. So it's going to be 12 seconds to go from the 47, 2nd and 3. Benoit back to pass. Caught. Inbounds and shy of a first down.
And that's going to be a no gain, maybe about 2 yards, should I say.
The clock is stopped at 1.7.
They're going to call their last time out, Jim. They're going to probably try one more play. Of course, only got one time for one play. That usually tries to maybe do some kind of trickery, maybe take a shot downfield. But nevertheless, the Coyotes taking their last time out here. Down 15 points here right before halftime. The defense playing very well. Offense doing pretty much everything they needed to do. Putting 35 on the board here in the first half, Jim. It's got to be pretty impressive. Could have been a lot more, though.
This is going to be our last broadcast of the year. We were privileged to be able to do the Battle of the Arroyo on the road last week. We really appreciate.
Thanks, San Benito, for letting us get out there.
Thank you, San Benito, for letting us hang out over there. Thank you, Shane Struphard, Juan Rodriguez, Ramsey Berlanga, for everything y'all have done to make this possible, especially Ramsey, who does the work of multiple people. And like I said last week, anytime I try to do something, all it means is their job is more difficult, like taking the show on the road to San Benito. But we also got the extra game today. So we got 2 extra games this year. We got 2 overtime games this year. Let's call the last play, probably, of the first half. Benoit's looking, escaping pressure. Now he's going to
he's got an arm.
He's got some arm. It's down inside the 5. It's bounced up.
Oh, get down.
I don't see who has it. And it looks like it's either caught and down or intercepted. It's intercepted.
Looks like Palmer has it.
It looks like Aiden Flores has the football.
13, yeah, that's number 13. That was a lot of juggle there, man. That really kind of scared me.
That was dangerous.
That was dangerous.
And that's why you throw it up, because a ball gets tipped up and anything can happen, Joe. So that's the end of the first half.
Wow. But, man, it was hard to see who had it, Jim. It looked like, at first it looked like they were playing a little bit of volleyball on it, and somebody came down. Aiden Flores came down with it.
Yeah.
But that's dangerous, man, because it was tipped around twice. I saw it before somebody came down with it. did. Aiden Flores did. Good job by the Harlingen defense causing the same total.
Before we go to break, and I'm going to mention this at some point in the second half, and I'm doing this without authorization, but I'm just going to say this. If you have a business and you're a supporter of HCISD Athletics and you want to support in a more material way HCISD Athletics, sometime in the next few months, we need to get you in contact with the folks at the district. I think we have a great production here. It's going to be even better next year. And as a community, we can come together and sponsor and support HCISD Athletics and just make this the very best that it can be. So no one asked me to say that. Maybe I'm out of line saying that, but we're gonna be working on that in the off season. So if you got a business, you're looking for a great place to put your sponsorship money, keep us in mind, and we'll be talking in the next few months. Right now, it's halftime. We're gonna let you guys listen and watch the La Joya band and drill team and the Cardinals band and drill team. We're not going to talk over that. They don't deserve that. We're going to get a hot dog and come back in 28 minutes. The score at halftime in the by-district round is Cardinals 35, Coyotes 20. We'll be back in a bit.
the band will perform two favorites. Put your hands together to the 1960s classic Hey Baby, arranged by Mark Chapman. The band will now perform a football stand tune classic. You might recognize this one from the box office hit Drum. This is Shout It Out, arranged by Doug Adams. Assistant directors are Roxanne Lopez, Andrea Garcia, and Trinidad Lopez Jr. La Joya High School principal is Mr. Eduardo. La Joya ISD superintendent of schools is Dr. Marcy Sorensen. The La Joya High School band would like to thank ISD administration and board of managers for their continued support in the fine arts at La Joya High School. Go Coyotes!
award-winning Harlingen High School Coyotes. Coyotes under the direction of Ms. Carissa Salinas. The Coyotes would like to take a moment to send their gratitude to the Harlingen CISD School Board, HHS administration and faculty, our families and our fans. Thank you for your continued support. The cadet dance officer, our second lieutenant, Leila Canales. First Lieutenant, Alyssa Molina. Captain, Jalen Ranquel. Major, Liana Salina. And your 2024-2025 Harlingen Cadet Colonel, Sarah Gamboa. Cadet of the Week is Jocelyn Bedford. The Harlingen High School Cadets will be performing a streamer to I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. Now, sit back and enjoy as the cadets continue to show you why they are simply the best. Take it away.
And now, it is an honor to introduce the award-winning band from Birdland, the Harlingen High School Big Red Cardinal Band. As we enjoy tonight's game, we take a moment to pause and recognize a very special group of our people, our veterans. Veterans Day is a time to honor the men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces, people who have shown incredible courage, sacrifice, and dedication to protect our freedoms. Some of them are here with us tonight, in the stands, in our community, and even in our families. To every veteran listening, we thank you. Your service and your example remind us what it means to stand for something bigger than ourselves. So let's give a huge round of applause to all our veterans, past and present, for their service and their sacrifice. From all of us here at Harlingen High School, thank you for your bravery, your strength, and your love of country. Happy Veterans Day. Take it away, Aiden. Like to recognize some outstanding student musicians. Congratulations to our talented Honors Jazz Ensemble, selected as the top jazz ensemble in the state of Texas. They will perform in San Antonio in February at the annual Texas Music Educators Association Music Convention as the only invited high school jazz ensemble to perform. The Big Red Cardinal Band would also like to recognize two students who have earned a spot in the TMEA All-State Top Jazz Ensemble. Rudy Garza on trumpet and Adon De La Riva on piano. This is one of the highest musical honors in the state of Texas, and we are incredibly proud of their hard work and dedication. Another round of applause for this amazing band. At this time, the Harlingen High School Big Red Cardinal Band would like to honor our country's active and veteran service men and women as we play Salute to America's Finest. If you are a veteran or actively serving in the military, please stand when you hear your branch of service called. Take it away, Aiden. and gentlemen. And remember, Cardinal spirit never dies.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask all veterans to please stand. Once again, all veterans, please stand.
Okay, 24 minutes to go to the area round of the playoffs. It's Harlingen Cardinals 35, La Joya Coyotes 20. It was an exciting first half that saw Noah Huerta achieve 1,000 rushing yards on the season. Hassan Woolery eclipsed the 2,000-yard all-purpose yard mark. Hassan has 3 touchdown passes, a 56-yard touchdown to Maddox Hernandez, an 8-yard touchdown pass to Nathaniel Gonzalez, and a 26-yard touchdown pass to Dayton Morellis. Dayton Morellis with a fingertip catch on that touchdown. But in the previous drive that set up the second of 2 Noah Huerta touchdowns, another incredible catch in traffic to create a first down and goal from the 4 for Harlingen. Speaking of Noah Huerta, he's got 2 touchdown runs, one from 7 yards, one from 5 yards. Now, on the other side of the ball for La Joya, they started off with 2 punts. Their next 2 drives, they were gifted plus field position. They capped off those 2 drives with touchdowns. And then with Huerta in the Wildcat shotgun formation, threatening to score again, an errant snap goes over his head, picked up and returned for the touchdown by La Joya. They had an extra point blocked, but got a second try on an illegal substitution penalty by the Harlingen Special Teams unit. But that didn't matter because on the ensuing 2-point conversion, Davian Renteria and company stuffed Mendoza before the end zone, preventing the 2-point conversion. And so it's Cardinals 35, Coyotes 20. Joe, what did you see in the first half, and what does Harlingen have to do to maintain this lead and take it to an area-round berth?
Basically, just keep doing what they're doing on offense. Other than the mistakes, they've been dominant. They've done everything they run. They've been able to pass. They've used the arm of Woolery, the legs of Hassan Woolery, the legs of Huerta. Other than the couple of mistakes, they've really dominated this game. They put 35 points up on the board. Could have been a little bit more on there. What you talked about, that Wildcat overthrow over the ref. But the defensive plays cost 2 turnovers. They've done an incredible job. Though they've had the 2 scores. One was, the defensive score, La Joya, but the other 2 scores came from, a very short field. So I think that the Harlingen defense just got to keep doing what they're doing. They've done a good job by containing their running game and done a really excellent job on containing that. So they've done a good job. So the key to the game in the second half, I think you don't change nothing. Eliminate the mistakes the couple of mistakes you did, the interception, the one over the head. And I think you're on the roll right now. The offense is pretty much doing anything they want on the Coyote defense. They're running the ball. They're passing the ball. Hassan having a solid game, Jim. He's doing it on the air. He's doing it with his legs. Huerta doing a heck of a job. I just saw actually Nathan Huerta going up. I think he went up in the press box too. Noah Huerta's brother. But nevertheless, keep doing what you're doing, what I'm saying, and just basically play Cardinal football. And should advance to that second round here. So, I mean, Jim, I think, just keep the game plan. I think Coach Gomez right now is literally just saying, hey, man, we just stick to our whole game plan because it seems to be working. It really has.
I hope everybody that wasn't anticipating a home playoff game in this bi-district round for the Cardinals, I hope they're watching. I hope they see that not only are we able to clinch a home playoff berth, but that we're going to win that game and march into the area round. Now, we've got 24 minutes to go. Let's not put the cart before the horse. But, this has been a tale of two seasons. It's been non-district play, and it's been district play. And it's been since district play, but you brought up an important point, halftime at the Cuero game, just before we got into district play. Since then, I think you've seen the real Cardinals team, a pooch kickoff that's fair caught inside the 36-yard line of La Joya. They're going to start their 7th drive there.
Yeah, Jim, and it has been a different game from that second half of the Cuero football. You've seen a total different Cardinal, what you saw from the first half. But real quick, I got to say this, that's supporting the Gomez, Coach Gomez right here. Watching and supporting Coach Gomez. I'm going to give a shout out to his brother, Ralph Gomez, who's in Mansfield, Texas right now. Fred Gomez, who's watching in Nebraska. We want to thank you, Gomez. Thanks, Rose, for letting me know, and thanks, that they were that Ralph and Fred are watching the game, supporting their brother. And also, Rose says hello to you, Jim.
Hey, Rose. I love Rose. I love Baltazar. I love the whole extended
great people
Gomez clan.
The whole clan.
Great to hear from the Gomez brothers watching from Mansfield from Nebraska. The first play from scrimmage for the Coyotes is a 7-yard gain for Mauricio Mendoza, the 2,000-yard rusher for La Joya. It's 2nd and 3rd now from their own 42-yard line here at the beginning of the third quarter. It's Mendoza again. He's trying to push for a first down. The Cardinals defense is not having it.
Yeah, he's going to be about a yard shy, Jim, on that one. But Mendoza's showing the power, man, getting, a couple of Cardinals to stop on him. Guy's powerful. You got to give him that. Great short-rided runner. But, man, once he gets in the open field, he becomes very dangerous because he's going to be hard to stop. It's hard for the linemen and linebackers to stop. Imagine, the safeties and anybody else. He's a good runner. I mean, you don't get 2,000 yards rushing in a season.
Credit Caleb Hernandez, 51, for ensuring we get a 3rd down instead of a 1st down. Now Mendoza's going to get that 1st down play right up the middle, a gain of about 3 or 4. And La Joya has shown their ability to run the football. They've shown their ability to execute time-eating drives capped off with touchdowns, not so much with the big play ability. Now, usually when I say something like that, a big play gets rattled off, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But we know the Cardinals offense can score, but defense is what wins championships. Mendoza again for not much more to bring up 3rd and 7.5. It's a long 7. You could almost call it 8. And that's the schedule you want to keep them on. Oh, excuse me. Is it 2nd down?
It's 2nd down,
okay.
And Mendoza just doing it he's doing it a lot in small pieces. He's not, they've been, the Cardinal defense, you got to give them, credit, Jim. They've been, this is a guy who ran 2,000 yards in 10 games. He was averaging 200 yards a game. That's a lot of yards there. Cardinal defense doing a heck of a job there by, keeping him in check.
And what a pass. It's to Pettis, who's dragged down.
Now it's going to be a 3rd down.
About 4 yards before the line to gain. Esteban Esquivel there on the tackle, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was Esquivel on the tackle, and Pettis getting it down to making it about a 3rd and 4 for the Coyotes, who I think, Jim, right now, they've to get back in this game, you got to score in this drive, but, continue what got you here is that pounding of the run. They're not really much of a passing team. Try to get the Cardinals off guard a little bit with their passing earlier, but they do most of their work on the ground, with Mendoza on there.
3rd down and 4. Mendoza's got it. He's not going to get the first down.
Oh, he's going to barely
Lots of guys, including...
there's a
lot of guys. Renteria was in there. Rocky Rodriguez was in there. 68 is Grabio Gonzalez was in there.
Yeah, and one of the guys who make the contact was Jaden Martinez, number 9. Big old 92 on there.
There you go.
Got to call that guy out on there. But nevertheless, this is an important play here. No gain on that one. The Coyotes decide, or they could do the pooch pump and try to catch the Cardinals off guard.
Well, they did that before in the first half, and they caught me off guard too. I was certain they were going to go for it, and they didn't. And they're going for it here on 4th down. The pass is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Cardinals football.
And he had a number 11, Luis Antonio, at open, but that was just not a very good pass by Benoit there, number 5, to get it there. It was going to be a very difficult. It really wasn't a Cardinal in the area. So nevertheless, that's a turnover on downs. 8:15 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Harlingen's going to have the ball in really good field position.
Yeah.
They're going to be at about their 46-yard line. And the way, Jim, that they've been doing and then how they've been operating the ball, Harlingen's been able to move the ball from wherever they get the field, whether it be deep in their territory or midfield, it doesn't matter.
If you're La Joya, that is not the way you wanted to start. Woolery's going to keep the ball dancing inside just past the 50 into Coyote territory for a gain of 5. And, I mean, they essentially squandered their ability to get the ball first in the second half. And, the Cardinals are up 2 scores and threatening to make it 3 now, with no more than a field goal to make it a 3-possession football game. And right now, it's stick to the game plan. Continue to focus on the run. They've shown that they really struggle through the air. Woolery back to pass. He's got a man in traffic, and it's initially caught and then dropped. That's Dayton Morellis, who he's hit before in traffic successfully, but that was into triple coverage. Morellis is shaken up a bit. He's jogging off under his own power, but let's take care of that young man.
Yeah, that was this time, also it almost looked at the play earlier, but he got hit from the safeties and the cornerback at the same time. It kind of rattled him up a little bit. I think he's just going to shake it off, walk it off a little bit. And but nevertheless, it's going to be a 3rd down with about 5 to go. And Harlingen, I think they need to make a statement here too, Jim, try to get the first down and put some more points on the board. You don't want to get the Coyotes any chances here.
Woolery with the ball. It's a design run. He's going to get a first down. He's still fighting and being dragged. Nathaniel Gonzalez is trying to pull him toward the end zone. He's going to be out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A gain of about 14 and a first down.
Oh, yeah. This time he was they had the offensive guy, Dante Perez, who was actually trying to pull him down, and Woolery just kind of, I think he didn't like that little extra shove. He kind of gave him a shoulder, knocked him down on that one, and then Woolery just kind of stood over him like, hey, man, come on, man. You can't be doing that. But nevertheless, that gives Harlingen a first down, keeps the clock. More importantly, the clock is, it's just got to keep going right now. Under 7 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. Harlingen moving the ball and doing it well right now on the run, Jim.
I continue to be impressed by Woolery's ability to keep his feet and gain yardage in traffic. That's a sweep. The handoff to Cervantes, but La Joya's all over it after a gain of maybe 1.
That was actually Aiden Flores, number 13, on that end-around sweep. But you're right. It looked
that's correct. Thank you for the correction.
It looked like he had a little bit more room on that one, but actually they're going to call it like a no gain. But we've got a good one here. 2nd down. Harlingen still moving the ball very well, doing it like I said, Woolery in the last couple of games, Jim, from the San Benito game to this game, I've seen a different. I'm not saying he just now he opens up his arm as well, and that makes this kid very dangerous.
Indeed.
There he is right there.
Speaking of which, going long, he's got Cervantes. It's just out of his reach.
A little out of his reach, and he was open on that one.
That actually was Cervantes that time.
And also he had Nathaniel, man. If you would have looked a little further downfield, Nathaniel had beaten the double coverage on that one. Nathaniel Gonzalez, number 2, had run a quick post, was able to beat him, but I think Woolery was kind of had his eyes on Aiden Cervantes there on that one. Nevertheless, he's going to bring a 3rd and 10, Jim.
The route progressions will come. There's a pass out to the right to Hernandez, who evades a tackler. He's got a good block, and he's out to the 22-yard line.
Oh, my God. Get somebody here quickly.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
I saw what happened.
So a gentleman, an older gentleman, took a spill there at the end of that play. I didn't see the hit, but
yeah, I saw
look
Jim
over and it doesn't. Okay.
He didn't. It was too quickly for him to even make a reaction on that, and luckily, I mean, that it's rubber or whatever it is on there, but I saw it clearly, and he hit his head completely straight without any support from his hands or anything. It just happened so quickly. I saw it right away. I had a perfect angle on him, and I hope and pray that he's okay, because the fall did not look good.
EMS is there very, very quickly. They're already there.
And I see the Cardinals right now are going to be on prayer right now because, and which you should be. I mean, hats off to you guys, and maybe we should give a little moment of silence as well, too, Jim.
You're reading my mind. I don't know who that is. Heavenly Father, be with him. Protect him. And just be here right now. I'm not sure what's going on down there, Lord, but I think we need your help right now.
Wow. If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, we're in silence right now. We just seen something. And the gentleman just got hit on one of the players out of bounds, and didn't look good. So a moment of silence for him as well. If you're out there, please say a prayer for this gentleman here.
Folks, an update from the sideline. I haven't determined the identity of the gentleman. It's an older gentleman who was on the sideline who hit his head after falling back. But the update is he's awake. He's talking. He's answering questions. Did you say he was laughing?
Actually, he was laughing, too.
Okay, so
that's a good sign.
That looked really scary. And
I was worried.
We're a little scared up here. I don't even know who it is, but this is our family. And
he is bleeding, though. He's bleeding in his head.
Well, we don't. I mean, we don't have an official medical update, but we have people down there, and no matter who it is, it's a member of the Cardinals family, and I'm sure he would continue to appreciate your prayers. But thank God he is awake and standing up. And standing up. The Cardinals crowd is up. They're clapping and cheering and so relieved, and so are we.
Very relieved. Oh my God! I saw it firsthand, and it didn't look good when he went in. He didn't support. He didn't have any support. Put his hands in his back. He literally fell straight to his head. But I'm sure they're going to take him in for observations and make sure he's okay. Maybe he's got a little slight concussion. I hope that's the least of his problems.
I'll tell you something else. Steck was there within like 30 seconds. And I don't mean they were on their way in 30 seconds. I mean...
Coach Marley. Oh, okay. So we got an update here, and it's Coach Marley, from Harlingen. So thank God, thank you, Ramsey, for the update on that one, and thank God that he's okay.
To Coach Marley and his family, we are so relieved, and we will continue to shower you with prayers and good wishes. And that was that was scary for the whole stadium, and puts football into perspective a little bit. They've got his head wrapped up. They're rolling him off the
he
track
gave us a thumbs up,
on
man.
the bed. He is sitting up, and he gives the crowd a thumbs up.
And the crowd's going wild.
And the Harlingen family here at J. Lewis Bogus Stadium is showing him their love and appreciation and support.
Wow. That's good. That's good to see that he put his hands up. Coach Morley, thank you.
I'm sorry for sniffling into the microphone. That's not very professional, but I'm not a professional, so, you can deal with that. All right. Let's readjust ourselves. Coach Marley is okay. They're gonna take him straight to the hospital. Oh, Steck was there like that, Joe. They were right on top of it. Thank God for Steck. Huerta's got the ball and moving inside the 20, now inside the 15. And
might
with
be close
a little
to
help
first
from
down.
his friends, he's going to gain that first down.
Huerta moving the chains, going to get it down, first down at about the 13-yard line, and doing it again on those legs, man. Also, we were talking about Mendoza being hard to stop. Huerta too, man. That guy, it's just virtually impossible after making the first contact with him, and just keeps, the thing is, he just keeps those legs turning, and man, just creates a lot of yards off after contact, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what a great running back does, man. And good job on Huerta, and good job on the Cardinals right now moving the football here.
Clock moving under 5 minutes. Woolery's going for Morellis in the end zone. Good coverage. And when I say good coverage, he was kind of in the right place at the right time. I don't think, and that's Cervantes, excuse me, not Morellis, the intended receiver. The DB, Franco Salazar, the senior, was, he was there. The ball was thrown a little short. Now, it could have been maybe Hassan expected Cervantes to come back to the ball, but in any case, it's an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. They're at the La Joya 13-yard line, up 15 points. Yes, Hinato, I know it's not that big of a lead.
That was Nathaniel Gonzalez.
That was Nathaniel Gonzalez. Thank you. The angle was good. I was too focused on clapping back at Hernado because he's he's a Southhawk and he likes to talk trash.
You know, we shouldn't listen to him anyway. So. Nathaniel Gonzalez running around, getting in the yard, getting in 3rd and 9 here for the Harlingen Cardinals. They still can get a first down here, ladies and gentlemen, right before they need to get it to about the 4-yard line and get a first down. And I think it's very important that they there you go with the pass. Well, Hassan's looking
to pass. He's getting chased out of the pocket. He's under pressure, but they can't catch Hassan. Now he's going to keep the ball and run it. He's inside the 10, knocked out of bounds at the 7, just about 3 yards short of a first down to bring up 4th down and a decision. And I think you take the points. You're up 15, which is a 2-possession game. If you ask me, you take the 3 points, you make it 18 points, make it a 3-possession game.
Or they could be sending the jumbo package there, Jim.
Well, they could be doing that too.
It looks like they're going to be taking the 3 though right now, and then I'd like the call, get it 38, get it a 3-possession game right now, because you got a 15-point lead right now, and the Cardinals right now trying to make it a 3-possession game with under 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter, doing a good job. Like I said, this is the first time they've actually had to attempt a field goal here.
It is a 24-yard attempt. The kick is up. It's plenty long, and it's plenty good. And so the Cardinals have extended the lead to 18, and critically, it's a 3-possession lead with 4:33 to go in the third quarter in this by-district playoff game against the Coyotes of La Joya out of District 31 6A. The winner to play the winner of tomorrow night's matchup between Canyon and Medina Valley. I asked Coach Davies about this. He expects the area game between the winner of that game and the winner of this game to likely occur in Corpus Christi, but as with everything beyond this weekend's matchups, that seems to be up in the air. Oh, I didn't even mark my drive chart. I'm a little disoriented after watching Coach Marley take a spill and being worried about him and then being relieved that he's up. And
yeah, I'm glad that he's okay, man. He just, not too long ago he had tragic too. And Coach Marley lost his wife a few months back. So, good to see that he's still loving to see the Harlingen Cardinals here. And thank that God that he's all right. Give us a thumbs up, which is always good.
He wanted to let everybody know here in Cardinal Nation that he was okay. He didn't want people to worry. He was thinking about us while we were thinking about him.
Yeah. He did a good job. Yeah.
The kickoff is another short one, and
very short.
La Joya is going to embark on their second drive of the second half from their own 38-yard line. They got the opening kickoff after winning the coin toss and deferring to the second half, and then turned the ball over on downs close to midfield, a squandering of an opportunity. Benoit's pass is caught and brought up to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Where Ty Palmer will end the pursuit there.
That's going to be a no game on there. So Coach Morley there, thank goodness everything is good with him. Just got quick update. I want to give a shout out to Mark Resendez, who's watching the game out there. Thanks for listening to us, Mark, and the whole Resendez clan out there. Thanks for joining the HCIZ network, watching a really good ball game on this one here.
Thank you, Resendez family. It was a gain of 3 there to the receiver, Alex Garza. And this is back to Mendoza right up the middle. He gets up to the 46-yard line to bring up 3rd and 2.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, now he just ran it up the middle. Didn't look like much, but ended up getting about 3 yards, getting it a short gain. And this is what La Joya's been doing a lot of times. They get to their 3rd and 1s and 32, and if they don't make the 3rd and 2, they will go for it because this guy's a real short yard specialist. I mean, he can break it. Of course, we've seen him do some long runs, but he really strides his best here.
Well, and we've seen his backup do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's going to look like it's an offsides, maybe.
Well, if it's against Harlingen, it's a Well, Coach Gomez thinks it's against.
Well, I'm going to go with
Loyola.
Coach Gomez says.
Always.
Yeah, I can't go against him. And we got his two brothers and his sister hearing us, watching us, and you don't want to get Rose mad.
Yeah.
You don't.
There's a Coyote on the ground on the left side of the H. He's rolling over it. It looks like he's okay. Looks like it's a leg injury. Hopefully it's just a cramp.
It might be.
But I haven't ascertained the meaning of the flag on the field.
Yeah, well, we haven't got. Here we go. They're going to let us know that it was the side judge. Mark, where are you doing the referee there, man? Come on, we needed you up here. So, still no call. I think they're going to wait for to find out on the La Joya player, make sure he's okay.
Yep.
Nevertheless, 3:13 left to play in the third quarter, and we've got a good one here in Harlingen, Texas. A beautiful, well, I'd like to say fall night, but still kind of hot out there, Jim.
It's a valley fall night.
A valley fall night. Well, all right, number 72.
It's Abraham Sepulveda. He is up and walking under his own power.
That's a good sign.
It looks like a lower extremity issue. It is an illegal formation. That's why they didn't blow it dead, but it's going to go against La Joya.
Yeah, that's going to bring about a 3rd and 7 now. Move the change back, and that, right there, kind of hurts their drive right there. Get, a 32, 37. Totally big difference. Now they're going to try, you got to get about 4 or 5 yards. If you plan to go for it in 4th down, you got to try to get as close as you can to the sticks to get a fighting chance in 4th down if they decide to do it. But you know what, Jim? We've got a good crowd out here in Bogus Stadium. Looking down at the crowd out here, it's a good crowd.
We do. Benoit's back to pass. He's being chased down by Cardinals, and he's going down.
I think he was down by his own player there, He pushed number 50 on there on that one. And he's still on the ground, Benoit.
Gerardo Sanchez is going to get credit for the sack, but several others in the area making it possible.
And that's going to be. Now, I think now you're not going to do it. They didn't get the sufficient yards that they needed to do. And the thing is with Benoit, though, he is also their punter.
Well, and it looks like he's backed up a little bit. He is going to punt it. You can never tell with this guy. We don't have anything back to receive. It takes a huge La Joya bounce down to the Cardinal 5-yard line.
So good play on there, Benoit, with a great punt on there to try to get it down to the deep in Harlingen territory. But nevertheless, Harlingen's offense has been able to move in all sorts of times. Midfield 20, 30-yard line, deep in their own territory. Now it's up to La Joya's defense right now. No, there's 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the third quarter. But La Joya defense, in order for them to have a chance to come back in this game, is they need a 3-and-out. They cannot be burning so much time on there. This is the clock is their enemy. They need a 3-and-out. But Harlingen's offense right now, Jim, it's hard to get a 3-and-out on them when they're pretty much running at will. I mean, they're doing what they want there.
I'll take a 95-yard drive for 1,000, Alex. Woolery going long. He's got a man. I think it's Hernandez. He's outside the 40. He stays on his feet. No, he's out of bounds around the 35-yard line. And, of course, I'm wrong. It's Aiden Cervantes.
Aiden Cervantes with a nice patch, a nice catch, should I say patch. A nice catch on there, bringing the Harlingen Cardinals just like that, moving the chains, going out of bounds here at the 29-yard line. And like that, I said, it takes, Harlingen has been striking from all sorts of, all sides of the field. This time they were deep in their own territory at the 5-yard line. And right now they got a 65-yard play, a pass. Jim, we were talking about doing that stat. I think you could just, scratch it out. It's over.
I was going to say, if he didn't have it before, he does now.
He does now, man.
Gonzalez, with the handoff in motion, he escapes a jersey grab, a couple arm tackles. He's inside the 15-yard line for another first down.
Harlingen moving the ball at will. That was number 2. Nathaniel Gonzalez running around on the sweep on the right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, moving the chains, getting Harlingen another first down. Still 1:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Harlingen offense doing the job in the air. Harlingen offense doing the job on the ground. This is the best mix I've seen in the last 2 games that I have all season, Jim. They have the running game down. They have the passing game going really well. They're doing it in both sides.
The handoff to Morellis now on the sweep right to left. He's cutting. He's inside the 5. He's in there. Touchdown, Dayton Morellis. Morales, 14-yard touchdown pass.
And just like that, Morales, number 0.
You're having trouble with that one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I am there. So the Harlingen Cardinals are up right now, 44-20, pending the extra point, up with a commanding lead.
And excuse me, I said touchdown pass. That would be Hassan's fourth, except it wasn't a pass.
Yes, that was
a
run.
handoff on the sweep, a 14-yard rush for Dayton Morales.
Morales here, I think that's his third touchdown already on the game, maybe?
It's his second. He caught
that last touchdown, yeah.
Third touchdown pass of the game, and the last touchdown for the Cardinals in the first half, a 26-yard touchdown catch. And this is a 14-yard touchdown run for Dayton. The extra point is good, 45-20.
With a
Cardinals
25-point lead here.
Donato.
Yeah, I don't know why you're listening to that guy. You know what? You know what he wants? He wants you to mention him on the air, and Gennaro, Geronimo, whatever his name is, all he wants is attention. Yes, I said it, sir. I said it. Gennaro, stop messing with Jim. Jim's gonna get all riled up. We don't need him riled up. Yes, I know.
It doesn't take much to get me riled up, Joe.
I know he's watching the game right now. He's watching the game. Deep down, he's a Cardinal fan, even though his.
Dang.
Yeah, I know he is.
Wow.
Yeah. Why would he be watching?
That's an accusation right there, sir.
I know deep down, he's watching on there. So, I'm going to give a shout out here to Andrew Garcia. He's the guy that would help us with the live streams. So, yes, Andrew Garcia, thank you very much for helping these guys. These guys are the best, man, and helping out with the live streams and everything.
There's a whole crew. There's a whole team of folks. And
anything else, let us know.
They're dedicated. They're here early. I get here early. They're here when I get here every single time. And I'm here like 2 hours before kickoff.
I think Jim has a key. That's why he's here so darn early. So anyway.
But we appreciate all these guys doing everything they can do. And Joe and I show up in gas bag. It's easy for us. They make it possible. We appreciate their help. We appreciate the administration support. And by the way, administration, I'm coming to you for more support in the offseason. Just get ready for that.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
1st and 10 from the 37 for La Joya. Mendoza again spinning around, gets away, past the 45 and tripped up by Ty Palmer. A good open field tackle, but not before.
Moving the chains, it looks like he's going to do there.
Not before. Yeah, well, I had to pause because the spot looked very close, but they are going to go ahead.
We have Jose Cantu down right now for the La Joya Wildcats.
There he is. Okay.
Yeah,
I was looking for it. He's right there in front of the Cardinals bench.
Yeah, it's hard to see it, but that's number 84, and hopefully everything's okay.
And you know what? I'm okay getting through the rest of this game without any more injuries.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've had quite a bit of it in there.
I don't want to see an injured Cardinal. I don't want to see an injured Coyote.
I'm laughing because I'm messaging back with Rose Gomez here, Coach Gomez's sister, and also mentioned Mrs. Gomez, the mother of Coach Manny Gomez, and giving her a quick shout out on there. I've been reminded by Rose to give the shout out to Mrs. Gomez. Thank you, Rose.
We shouted out everybody else. You missed the most important one, Joe.
I know it. My apologies to the Gomez family, Mrs. Gomez. If you're watching, I'm sure you are. Your sons are watching from Nebraska and Mansfield.
Hinata replied with 2 words.
Gennaro.
And those 2 words were, go Hawks.
Oh, go Hawks. There we go.
And we agree, go Hawks.
Go Hawks tomorrow, man.
Hey.
Yes, of course. Of course. Also want to give a quick shout out to all the Joaholics out there that are watching the game right now. Thank you guys so much for all the Joaholics out there. Thank you for all the messages. Appreciate it, man.
Benoit with the keeper. Just past, let's not do that. Just past midfield.
So thank you, Joaholics. for watching. The Joya Nation is alive and kicking. They're watching their living legend. Right, Reggie?
Is this your group of imaginary friends, Joe?
Nah, I quit with that stuff in about the 5th or 6th grade, man.
Oh my gosh.
No, actually, about when I was in my 20s.
I know. You were 38 years old. No, I know. 2nd and 6, under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter of this by-district playoff game.
Oh!
The fake to Mendoza, the pitch, and he's got a first down, and much more. He's got some blockers. They're going to have to bring him down, and they do. Just outside the 10-yard line is Luis Arjona, the sophomore receiver, and that's a gain of about 40 yards, give or take.
That was a good move. They faked with Mendoza in the middle. Everybody, including myself, and I hope we see another Coyote down. Man, I hope it's cramps or something like that. But, man, he just went in. Half the defense fell for the middle, and he just went around the outside, picked up a lot of yards on there. So, got another player of the La Joya Coyotes down on there, and I can't tell who it is, so but I hope everything's okay. It looks like he's just moving his leg. It looks like maybe just a cramp. I hope everything's okay. But boy, we've seen a lot of players, today get hurt a little bit here. But he's up. That was actually number 11. That was Luis Arjona.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Luis
Arjona. The ball
Arjona.
carrier, yep.
So good to see him get up. Hopefully he can come back and play the game. Even though he is a sophomore, he's going to be here for a couple more years on there.
By the way, if you're not able to get out to McAllen tomorrow to watch the Southhawks take on Memorial, there's another playoff game here at Bogus here tomorrow. Rio Hondo is going to take on Corpus Christi London here at Bogus Stadium. If you just want to watch some playoff football or you're a Rio Hondo fan. Benoit looking for it all, and there was traffic. The receiver lost his footing. It was Dante Pettis, their leading receiver.
Yeah.
And he's looking around for a flag, and I think at most...
It was incidental.
I think at most, perhaps the feet got tangled up. No flag, no foul. 2nd and 10 now from the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional. The legs did get tangled, so they looked immediately to the ref. Refs just said, hey, that was a clean play, and live to fight another down here.
The Cardinals have never committed a rules infraction as far as I'm concerned.
Nope.
That pass is tipped, and it's caught by David Renteria, and he's going to take it. 85 yards for a Cardinals touchdown.
And just like that pass was deflected or something. Look, I didn't see it clear.
It wasn't deflected, Joe. It was blocked, and I couldn't figure out the words to even say what happened. By the time I got a single word out, David Renteria was 30 yards from the end zone. Nobody near him.
That was a defensive score for the Harlingen Cardinals to put them up right now, 51-20.
That was a lightning strike, Joe.
That was super lightning strike. I just saw the ball. It looked like it was blocked, tipped somewhere. I would love to find out who did it. Give him a shout out. If it wasn't Renteria himself that did it and got his own INT pick 6 for the Harlingen Cardinals, 51-20, pending the extra point. That was the last play of the third quarter, entering the fourth quarter. Your Harlingen Cardinals are up here at J. Lewis Bogus Stadium. The kick is up, and it is good.
The extra point is good, 52-20 in auto. And the Cardinals have opened up a 32-point lead to take in to the fourth quarter.
Like that, they've had a dominant third quarter here, and they've, it's been exactly, what I said, and with Coach Gomez, the game plan has just been working for perfection here. They've literally just continued to do what they did in the first half. The defense has not allowed a point here in the third quarter. Still got one more quarter again, but Harlingen really with the commanding lead right now. You could assure right now that they're ecstatic here. Harlingen Cardinals 52, the La Joya Coyotes 20. And look at the fans. They're going to be dancing. They're going to be up and about. They're all jumping around. Here we go.
It's a party at J. Lewis Bogus Stadium.
Can you get him?
Joe fill time. I'm going to find out who blocked that throw.
I'm doing the robot, and if y'all can see me now, that's. It was awesome. It was just too quick.
Possibly Rocky Rodriguez? Let's see. I'm going to have to slow that down and look. I want to shout out whoever blocked that pass. It might have been Rocky Rodriguez, but it might not have been. I'm going to find out. If somebody can
let me or Jim know.
Yeah, send us. We don't have all the good replays, and we're just looking on our phones for a replay. And we're also trying to call a football game. John Michael or somebody else, if y'all can get back to me, because we're professionals who need our viewers to be spotters for us, But I want to shout out the name and number of the young man who blocked that pass that landed in the loving arms of Davian Renteria, who took it 85 yards to the house. Now it's 1st and 10 from the La Joya 35-yard line. And it's not Mendoza, it's his backup number 22. He's got a first down.
I'm getting a message here, and from somebody watching at a PI, also believes that it was Rocky Rodriguez who hit it. Yeah, so he's. Thank you very much for the information here. We were trying to get it down. So yeah, I appreciate the info.
This is a community production, and that means the community participates. We appreciate that. We do not pretend to be Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. The pass is complete out to the right to Garza, and he's going to be taken down by Noah Villagomez for a gain of only 2. Good job by Noah to limit the potential of that play, bring up a 2nd and 8 as the clock winds under 11 and a half minutes to go in this playoff contest.
Also here we giving a shout out here to my uncle Charlie Perez and
Charlie Pettis.
You know Charlie,
I love Charlie Pettis,
and my Aunt Benny, who's been a Harlingen fan. Oh my God!
That was dangerous. Tipped by Dante Pettis with Cardinals in the area, but it falls harmlessly to the turf. 3rd and 8 now.
And I'm getting when he's my Uncle Charlie and my Aunt Benny been here fans for Harlingen for many years. The number one fan for
every
years.
Every game.
And I'm told to say that the real Mr. Harlingen is your uncle. So that, yeah.
I believe it. I believe it. Charlie Pettis not only is a wonderful lifelong supporter of Harlingen schools, he's a public servant. He's been on boards. He has served this city in a quiet and dignified way. He just gets the work done and is an example of one of these largely unsung heroes here in Harlingen that helps make this place go and help make it great. So love Charlie and that whole family that y'all have, and hope they're doing well. Best wishes to his wife, and
thank you,
and all that.
We got another player. Oh, there we go.
Oh, hey, look at that. Y'all aren't really worried about ratings, I guess.
Oh, yeah. No, they just went up. But you know what? The scoreboard didn't see it. The fans were looking for it. They've been waiting for this moment. Oh, my goodness. It needs to be up there so people can see the great one.
Joe, the only thing our adoring, I can't even talk. I'm trying to say something funny and it's not even working. I was going to say, the only thing our adoring fans need to know is that the camera adds 20 pounds. That's really the only thing that needs to be said at this point. Look, we're trying to increase viewership, to increase the value of sponsorships, and I don't know if that strategy is going to be in furtherance of those goals or not.
Also, let me give a quick shout out to number 53 from the Harlingen Cardinals, Isaiah Rojas. I'm sorry. Rojas.
Isaiah Rojas, yes.
Rojas, yeah. And also
Sophia's brother.
Yeah, and letting me know that Coach Morley is still a substitute teacher here at HCISD.
Wow.
Yeah. thank you very much for that info. And you know, we are watching Isaiah here, Riojas, doing some good plays out here. Thank you so much for that information.
And you talk about a great family. We are acquainted with the Riojas family, and they're wonderful as well. Isaiah doing a terrific job here on the offensive line for the Cardinals.
Yeah, he's been solid for years in there. So
Mendoza brings it up to the 48 of Harlingen. It's 4th down and 5.
Here comes the blitz.
And it is going to be a punt. It's a high one, not particularly long. They're going to let it bounce. It's going to take a Harlingen bounce for once and get down at the 25-yard line. And that's where the Cardinals will start their 10th drive of the game.
And right now, with 10 minutes left to play here in the game, Harlingen with a commanding 52-20 lead. All I can say is just keep doing what you do. Keep running the ball, kill the clock, run the ball, and try to get one of those last minute. Remember those 7-8 minute smash mouth drive. And it looks like we got a lot of new players in, which is great to see. We're seeing right now a substitution of Gavin Cisneros, who's going to be at the helm right now, along with Trey Gonzalez, I see out there as well. So give a shout out to these guys who are getting some playing time here in playoff football.
Absolutely. The ball carrier, who was that again? Is that no.
That's Trey.
Trey Gonzalez, yes, thank you. He's a new addition, not just coming in off the bench, but Trey Gonzalez, along with others, are new additions to the playoff roster. Alexander Serna Jr., number 5. I haven't seen him yet, but maybe we'll get to see him. Adrian Garcia joining the varsity team for this game. Trey Gonzalez with the 7-yard gain on first down, the handoff from Gavin Cisneros. A few others. Number 31, Sean Martinez, suiting up tonight. I'll name a couple more here after this play. Once again, the handoff to Trey Gonzalez, and he's driven back after a short gain or maybe a no gain.
Yeah, it's going to be a no gain by Trey Gonzalez.
Mario Castillo, number 34. Number 35, Thomas Maxwell, suiting up with the varsity for this playoff game, along with Emmanuel Reyes, Randy Garcia, Josiah Galvan, number 83, number 89, Jesus Luna. So the Cardinals staff filling out this roster, getting some playoff experience for some younger guys, and that's going to not only lengthen their bench for these playoffs, but also provide important big game reps. Here's Cisneros. Nope, it is Cisneros. He's going to take a seat, which is at the 42-yard line, and yes, Joe, he did it inbounds, and you're talking about a kid that's come off the bench, really hasn't had any action, but still has the wherewithal and the gray matter between his ears to know that what we need more than anything else right now is for that clock to roll. Yeah. And instead of trying to get more yards and go for personal glory, he did what was good for the team and just took a seat. They're in bounds.
Yeah, he did a good job there, and that's what you want. That's what the coaches teach you on there, to just, hey man, we're winning a command lead. You do not want to stop the clock.
The handoff, Gonzalez escapes a tackle behind the line of scrimmage and makes a 4-yard loss into a 1-yard gain. Great job by number 20, Trey Gonzalez.
And that's going to move down about 2-yard gain, and the more importantly, it's keeping the clock going. Remember, this started off with 10 minutes. Now we're about getting on the 7-minute mark. Harlingen right now, I know Coach Gomez is instructing them to just run, get first downs, kill this clock, and let's celebrate this victory. And that's what Harlingen's trying to do. I don't anticipate Cisneros throwing any passes right now. I think they're just going to run sweeps to the right or the left. This one's going to come on the left-hand side.
And
Joe's predicted it right here.
Joe, last week, and we'll watch this 2nd and 8.
Gosh.
This is Jay-Z and Moore on the offensive side. He's gotten through to the 40-yard line, tracked down, almost broken for a touchdown. Jesse Sanchez helped us out last week in San Benito, manning the camera there with us for Boda. They're watching the live stream at the radiology department at Harlingen Medical Center.
That's awesome. Thank you,
Jesse and the radiology crew.
Thank you, Jesse.
We thank them for everything they're doing, keeping us safe and healthy there at Harlingen Medical Medical Center. And we are so happy to be able to bring a little entertainment, a little Cardinals playoff football into their late Thursday night shift.
Okay, I cannot be shouting out to Joe Hollickson again. I can't. I mean, he's been telling me to do that. Joe Hollickson, please stop.
It's the only thing you want to do, Joe.
Here we go with a sweeper on the left-hand side.
It was a fake to Gonzalez. Now Cisneros is driven out at the 26-yard line.
I literally thought I was about to say I was going to do here. I was doing Jim's job here. I was like, and there goes Gonzalez around the right hand. Wait a second. No, he's not. That was a good fake. That was a good fake. And got 8 yards out of it. And more importantly, the ref says continue the clock, Jim. That's a good thing. We got under 6 minutes left to play. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. And thanks for, letting Jim and I know where you're watching. Gomez family, thank you guys for watching out there. I know you wouldn't miss your brother's game out here, but we thank you, man, over there all the way from Nebraska, Mansfield, Mrs. Gomez, and the rest of everybody else, the Cardinal Nation. Thank you guys so much to listen to Jim and I, man.
There's Trey Gonzalez right up the middle for a first down. Takes it down to the 21-yard line. Boy, that kid, Gonzalez, he was just added to this roster.
Oh, he's done a heck of a job.
An opportunity. He is making the most of it.
Well, you've got to start grooming, Jim, and maybe that's what they're doing. You got to start thinking about next year. You got to start thinking, who's going to take Noah Huerta's spot? And
Huerta's a senior. He won't be back.
And you won't be back. And that is what you need. That's what maybe Coach Gomez is doing. He's got to find somebody to get him the experience right now with the playoffs. And right now, the way which is Trey Gonzalez is running, he's doing a good job. But you got to start grooming next year's running back, because it's going to be a big loss when you lose Huerta. No doubt about it. The guy's a workhorse.
Back to Gonzalez, I believe.
It is Gonzalez.
Inside the 20-yard line.
And here's the most important and most impressive thing about this unit. I don't want to say second unit. I just want to say these guys out here are getting a chance to play. Cisneros plays a lot with the first unit as well. But the most important thing, in my opinion, Jim, is they're doing this at the Coyotes defense. This is they're starting 11 are out there. So this is a good job of getting experience. I mean, they started the ball way out here and driving, making first downs. A lot of times when you put the second units, you just feel 3 and out and give them experience. But no, these guys are actually participating on a well-groomed drive.
And here's Cisneros looking for a place to go, and he's going to get dragged down.
Yeah, he's going to lose about 3 yards in that one. That's going to bring about a 3rd and 11 for Cisneros. Had nowhere to go. He could have tried to bounce it out on the outside, but he was smart enough just to take it down and continue with the clock, because he had an outside run, but more than likely he was going to go out of bounds in that one. So good job by Gavin to keep the clock rolling. And with this started off close to 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, these guys have knocked about 6.5 minutes off the clock, and that's exactly what Coach Gomez has wanted right there. Just kill the clock.
It's about ball control.
It is.
Nico Garza on the sack there for La Joya. 3rd and 11 now.
That's going to be a false start.
That's blown dead.
Yeah. Hey, you got to give the guy. He hadn't played.
Honestly, I'm surprised it took that long for that to occur.
I was just thinking.
You didn't just bring in reserves. You brought in JV players, and all they did was start marching the ball down the field, and that's the first flag. So
that's a good sign.
I'm pretty impressed with these kids.
That's a good sign. You're going to lose a lot of players this coming year, Jim. You got a couple more games left. Let's hope we have a few more games left for these seniors to play. But no worth than all these guys, we're going to lose a good chunk. So these JV players has got to step up. The ones they promoted, the ones, the sophomores that they have, the juniors that they have, and I think Harlingen is going to come in really strong, started off where they left off in this year, and continuing in the playoff. Hopefully we get a good deep run on that one. But somebody called a timeout.
It was La Joya.
La Joya called a timeout, maybe giving their defense a little breather, because they've been on the field quite a bit in the second half, Jim. Harlingen defense has pitched a second half shutout. Has played extremely well throughout the whole game. I mean, 20 points. This offense has scored in most of their games 40, 50 points. They've had, a lot of their games, they've been in it. So good job on the defense here. Playing extremely well.
I see Coach Bubba Ledesma's little girl out there dancing. Now, if you haven't seen any of the shows out at the Performing Arts Center, particularly the ones that involve of the elementary school kids. Those are the ones that I've been seeing because of the age of my kids. Bubba's kid is a star. My goodness. I mean, she can carry a whole production. Now, she doesn't have to because they've got a whole group of kids, these boys and girls, who work so hard, who are so talented. But, you know, it's not just a football family, the Ledesmas. And it just shows how multi-talented and multifaceted the Harlingen family is.
I need to make a quick correction of what we said earlier. I got it was Dalvin who blocked that.
Oh, was it Davin Halverson?
It was Dalvin Halverson, and that's coming from Mrs. Gomez herself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, we love Rocky. He's made a lot of great plays. Davin Halverson combining with Davian Renteria.
Thank you, Ralph, for letting me know.
Very much. Combining with Davian Renteria for the play of this game, which is a defensive play. Just like in Battle of the Arroyo last week, I think you would agree the play of the game was that 4th and 4 stop by Esteban Esquivel early in the 4th quarter. And so while Hassan and Noah and Aiden and Dayton and Maddox and these kids and Gavin and Nathaniel.
Thanks, Mark.
And by the way, this is a 45-yard field goal they're setting up for Rowan DeLeon for the attempt, but they're going to call a timeout.
So I had a couple corrections. So thanks, Mark. Also want to give him a shout out for correcting us for giving the right number on that one. That was 25. The Gomez family, thank you guys for giving us the right correction. So this is why we checked our messenger, and Frank Sanchez wants to know any autographs after the game. You see, I'm not making this up, Jim.
I don't think your autograph is really what they're talking about, Joe.
Oh, my goodness.
The living legend. Goodness gracious.
Frank, no, I got to go. We got to be at a certain place at a certain time.
So, no, Frank, but, you can always come down to HLS and, I'll sign this autograph for you. Thanks very much. But no, seriously, guys, we like to have fun.
It's a school night. We got to get the post-game show going and wrapped up because for some reason we're playing on a Thursday.
Yeah, it is.
And that's all we're going to say
school
about
night.
that.
It's a school night.
I don't know why we're playing on a Thursday.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, oh man, Friday Night Lights is what it's all about. Playoff football.
I'm in favor of Friday, but you know what? I'll take a Thursday game. Here is a 44-yard field goal attempt.
Wow.
It looks long enough.
It's short.
Just short.
But wow, where was this leg? Go in. Oh man, that was a good effort.
That was a great effort.
That was a great effort.
I was a little surprised. Rowan DeLeon got the leg, and it looked like it was on target. A great attempt.
I mean, he had the accuracy. Just fell a little bit on this.
It was just short.
It was just short, man. So good job by DeLeon there. But thank you guys. Thank all of you guys who corrected us, told us who it really was, and all the shout outs out there. You know what? It's our last game here for the season. Jim and I are just going to have, we're going to have fun with the last 2 minutes and 54 seconds. So thank you guys for joining us. All the shout outs, I wish we can tell everybody, but, we're only at a certain amount of time here.
and folks, don't forget,
oh my God,
the Southhawks are playing.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Number 60. That should be an ejection. I'm sorry. I don't care.
I was looking down.
Oh yeah, take him out.
I'll watch that later. When I rewatch the stream. And look, this is tough. It's tough for La Joya in the second half to continue.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 60 of the offense.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's tough, and you get a little bit of emotion. So
that's fine. It doesn't look like anybody got hurt. No blood, no foul. As far as it's a personal foul and a penalty, but in the more colloquial sense, no blood, no foul. And this has not really borne much of a resemblance to Boda. These two teams are not historical rivals, and for the most part, these kids have really comported themselves quite well. You can understand here and there a little bit of frustration boils over. It's a 32-point game, and La Jolla came in here expecting to win, as you always should. They've fought really hard to get to this position. We respect them, and we thank them for coming and showing their character and playing hard. And we wish them well next year.
I also got a text, man. Thank you guys saying that we did a great job all season. This is our last game here until next year. Thanks, everybody. Thank you guys so much for listening, putting up with us. We just like having fun, man.
And as the clock winds down to the 2-minute warning, I mentioned something at the end of the first half that I said I was going to mention again in the second half, and that is this. If you have a business, if you support Harlingen Athletics, if you've got a marketing budget, then we are continuing to invest our time, our effort, our talents, our equipment into making this the best production in all of the Valley in terms of broadcasting and streaming high school football. We will continue to improve it, to add a professional veneer, even though Joe and I are absolutely not professionals. But,
hey, speak for yourself, man.
But you're a living legend. You're not a professional, okay, sir? But I believe, and we believe, that there is value here for those in our community who wish to more materially support HCISD athletics. And so as the season comes to a close and as we start to make preparations to stream these games next year, I encourage you to get in touch with the business office or Shane Strubhart or Juan Rodriguez, or message me or Joe, and we'll get you in touch with the right people.
We will.
Become a partner, become a sponsor, get your business name out there. We will shout it from the rooftops, Joe and I, and we will make sure that your support comes with sponsorship value. And together, as a community, we can work together to improve the product on the YouTube stream, which filters down to the product on the field. You know, the more we can invest in this production, the more kids will want to play for Coach Izzy and Coach Manny and here at J. Lewis Bogus Stadium. And what better way? And that's a punt that's being returned. And it's a Harlingen touchdown!
Wow. I thought he was going to get out of bounds.
It's Aaron Perez with the punt return for a touchdown, about 60 yards or so.
That was about 60 yards or so. And the Harlingen Cardinals expanded the lead to 58-20.
Joe, why wouldn't you want to sponsor the Cardinals and the Hawks? Are you kidding me?
I think, you know what, like you said, Jim, anybody out there, you know, I know a lot of people. Jim knows a lot of people. If you don't know who to contact me, contact Jim. I mean, you know how to get a hold of me at the shop, messenger, my phone. Everybody knows my number. Give us a call, and we'll lead you to the right person. But yeah, we do. We really appreciate it. And next year, we hope to do it. Frank, I'm going to give you a shout out, Frank Sanchez, man. Thank you so much for saying that Jim and I did an outstanding job this season. We want to thank you, Frank, for saying that. I know there's a lot of.
You're just reading the messages where they compliment us directly?
Yeah,
is that all you're doing?
No, yeah, because the other ones, I can't see it. This is like, you know, they were rated R, and I can't say those things on the air. You know, there was, you know, there's a couple of them there. No, I'm joking, man. You know, there's nothing but love around here. You know, we enjoyed calling these games for you guys. We're under a minute, and I enjoy doing this. Jim enjoys doing this. It's just something that I love to do. Been doing it for about 8 years.
I've been saying this since we started last year. This is like church for me. You know, for the most part, I keep my phone down. I check messages relating to the broadcast or Renato talking trash. But what a wonderful way to connect to the community, and for Joe and I to be able to come and help bring you the action for the folks who aren't able to make it. And if you are able to make it, like I said, a lot of times these productions provide something special for the families of these players. And so for that reason, we want to thank the HCISD School Board and Administration and the production team, Juan Rodriguez and Shane Strubhart and Ramsey Berlanga and the whole crew. There's 58.1 seconds to go here in our final broadcast. It's not the final football game, it turns out, for the Cardinals. They will advance to the area round next week, probably in Corpus Christi. So let's all take a road trip next week. What do you say? We'll play the winner of Medina Valley and Canyon. It'll be perfect. And hopefully, with any luck, maybe the Southhawks will be playing in the Corpus area. I don't know if that's a possibility.
That might be. I mean, you never know.
But it'd be really neat if it was. That would really economize a road trip to Corpus next weekend. Yeah. And what a way to kick off to Harlingen area playoff games. But the Hawks have a test. McAllen Memorial is no slouch of a football team. Neither is La Joya. And so they're going to have a tough game. They're going to need our support. And so we need to get out there and support the Hawks. La Joya now, in the rare, I guess you can't call it a victory formation because they're not going to be victorious.
No, they're just kneeling the ball.
But La Joya is, I would say it's gracious and respectful and acknowledging that they're down by almost 40 points.
And that's I can respect that, and give a big shout out to the La Joya Coyotes here for coming over here, playing the Harlingen Cardinals. Putting up a really good first half. Didn't go as well in the second half, but hey, man, this is what football's all about. This is when you win in the trenches. It's been a great gym. It's been a great season. I can't believe it's done. I'm almost like really in tears here. I really am.
It's like we talk about. It seems like it takes so long to get to football season, and then once it gets here, you blink twice and it's over.
Yeah.
But the season's not over. This game is over. It's over for me and Joe as far as broadcasting games this year. We'll be back next year if they'll have us. Next week, check us out on social media. As soon as we get information on next week's game, we'll let you know. We hope to see a bunch of you out of McAllen next week. The final score here in Harlingen is Cardinals 58, Coyotes 20, and for the 11th time in the 16 years of the Manny Gomez era, the Cardinals have not only gone to the playoffs, but won at least one game. That is legacy building stuff, and we fully expect the Hawks to follow suit tomorrow. That's it, I guess. Nothing else to say. Continued prayers to Coach Marley and his family. They're going to check him out. We were so relieved that he was awake and smiling and laughing and giving the crowd the thumbs up. Keep him in your prayers as they check him out and make sure he's okay. Joe, anything else you want to say?
Just everybody, thank you so much for a wonderful season. I know the Cardinal season, the Hawk season is not over, but unfortunately, Jim and I's season here at Bogus Stadium is over. We'll be continuing to support both Harlingen Hawks and the Harlingen Cardinals. The Hawks playing tomorrow, like I said, against McAllen. But I want to thank everybody that made this possible. Ramsey, J-Rod, all these guys that made this production the best production that we made it to happen here at the HCIZ network. Thank you guys for listening, because without the listeners, we can't get the sponsorships. And without the sponsorships, these guys can't get what they need. So thank you guys. And what Jim said earlier, contact us, contact the school district. If you don't know where to go, you know how to reach Jim and I. We're not hard to find.
And folks, last thought, for all the things that divide us home and abroad, Harlingen football is one of those things that we can come together. Harlingen and Harlingen South football. We're privileged to bring this to you. Folks, please take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Take care of each other. This is what community is about, win or lose, and we're privileged to be a part of it. We love